Alright, hey everyone, how's it going? We are just about to get started with the team drawing here. Thanks for the raid already, Sephirius. Sephirius? Is that right? I think I got Spiral with me here in the Discord. We're going to be doing team drawing. Let me turn... I think the music might be a little too loud, so let me turn that down just a tad. So, let's see what we've got. Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully it went well. I heard they fixed the issue with like the regions, or I guess it wasn't a regional issue, but the main issue that caused people to not be able to connect to each other, which is awesome. But dump everyone here real quick. Alright, so we're ready to start sorting out teams. We have 29 entrants today, and then it seems like Bael is going to be subbing in as some filler, since, you know, we want to make sure everyone gets a full 3-person team. So I found this little wheel app. I think it'll be kind of fun. So let's see. What's the first team going to be? Okay, we got Michael Jordan. I'm gonna type this out somewhere so that I don't forget. Alright, let's spin the wheel again. Yo, alright, we got Prada. Gotta switch to my Japanese IME to add him on on Discord. Alright, let's go. Let's see. So we got Michael Jordan, we got Prada, and we got .mp4. This is our first team. So let me go through here. Oh shit, I fucked up. Ignore that. Streaming's a blow up. Alright, we got Prada, and we got Michael Jordan. Hell yeah, let's go. We got pro basketball players in here, you know. WomBmu night fights is always a big deal when it happens. It's something, let me tell you. We got everyone. Alright, second team, we have Air Dior. We got Merp. And we got Cello. Damn, that one was mad close to Rose. And if you guys want, you can decide a team name. Make sure to let Dennis know if you want a team name for your squad. Yeah, the arrow is totally on Rose, but it says Cello. What's up, Spiral? How are you doing?
That arrow is.
All right. We got Cello. We got Air Dior. Who's the other one? Merp. That's right. Yeah, the arrow. I mean, the arrow doesn't lie, but but here we are. All right, let's do some more spinning. Yeah, so Cassie, I didn't know who would be subbing in, but it's gonna be Bael. Yeah, random teams is actually super common in Japan. They do this pretty frequently, but it's nicer for people who maybe don't know as many folks in the scene and can't necessarily put together like a team on their own. Like I think when you see team tournaments, you see a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't know who to team with, or I don't want to like ask someone. So yeah, all right. So we got Blue. He spoke in the chat and he got selected immediately. All right, who's on Blue's team? All right, we got Cassie. All right, we got Blue and Cassie. All right, this is a classic duo actually. Already.
He's gonna round it
It's
off.
the Family Guy squad. Who's on the Family Guy squad? All right, it's Winty. All right, team 3. We got Blue, Cassie, and Winty. That's a fun one.
That squad would have had Dogma as the last one.
Yeah, but Dogma couldn't make it today, unfortunately. It would have been insane if they random that squad. It would have been so good. All right, so we got Winty, we got Blue, and we have Cassie. All right. Yeah, if Dogma was on your team, it would have been so funny. Alright, let's see what the next team is. Alright, we got Mixup. Alright, we got Stylo. And we got Rickster. Alright. So that's our 4th team. Yeah, Rickster, Stylo, and Mixup. We still got some killers here in the pool. All right, SenpaiSpyder. All right, Coudro. And Skip. So I feel like this is like the unknown OD team, kind of. Like, not a lot of people know about Skip and SenpaiSpyder. Yeah. Or even Coudro. Like, they're all kind of low-key. Yeah, the Skip entered, and even kaypow entered. Like, they're coming through for you know, the high-quality WomBmu night fights. Like, it's getting pretty lit in here.
They heard the call. The 3-day call, the 3-day warning for it.
Dude, it was not even 3 days, dude. It was like a like 36-hour warning. Like, that's how we do it here, though. That's always.
Of course.
More warning is just. Can I turn spiral up ever so slightly? Yeah, I can do that.
Hit me up with like the ever so slight volume increase.
Yeah, I went from 100 to 162. It was a little bit more than ever so slightly, but...
Wait a minute.
That's how we do it here. Alright, we got Shuaboo.
Oh, okay.
Dude, dangerously close to SenpaiSpyder here, though. That was, you know, the Uno merge here. Oh, that's not. Okay, Shuaboo.
Okay.
Okay, Master Chipmunk's not here. Master Chipmunk couldn't make it.
No.
Okay, we got Ult.
Oh my goodness.
So we got Ult, we got Shuaboo, and Beesu.
Oh,
right,
no.
This team is pretty nasty. This team is pretty nasty.
Oh no. That's whoa.
Oh shit, I forgot to put Apple on the list, I think.
Yeah, in place of Chipmunk, okay.
In place of Chipmunk, yeah. Alright, well, I will fix that here in a second. Okay, so Beesu, Shuaboo, and Ult. And then let's change Master Chipmunk to Apple. Alright, we just have a few more teams to go. We got, I think, 4 more teams here.
Yep.
Alright, kaypow, the legend himself, coming. I haven't seen kaypow play this game in a while. We used to play at lunch all the time, and then he called me a bully and never came back. So I don't know what happened with that. Oh, Senpai, alright.
Maybe he's been sharpening his twin daggers to come back for this.
Training the blade, dude. Oh shit,
Yeah.
it's like a PNW squad here with
Oh yeah.
with Coco stepping in.
Yeah. First rivals in it. They're Canada locals now. They're allies.
Character select, so it's not locked. So like if in one round you could pick, you know, like Sora's, another round you could pick Bael, but obviously once you sit down, like you can't switch on a win. So you're not gonna be able to get to go back out in like one go, right? So like between different rounds. Oh, I did not mean to spin, so ignore this spin. Yeah, it's I wouldn't know how to enforce it, and when I set up the registration, I didn't, like, I didn't have a spot where you could put in characters, so it's like, whatever. So there's no character lock.
Yep. It'll be first to one Pokemon.
But obviously
so.
you can't switch your character when the next guy sits down, right? Like if you win your game, and if you lose, you don't get to play again. So, like within the same round, it's character locked, if that makes sense. Hold up. Da, da, da. I'm fixing something. As you all know, we're extremely professional here, taking after our good pal, the WNFTO Maverick. So that's why I always have everything sorted out ahead of time, and everything goes perfectly always. Okay, where was I? Remove Senpai, remove Coco, remove kaypow.
And then,
Alright.
are you gonna cut that roll you did earlier, or
No.
Okay.
That was an accident. So now we're moving on to Team 7, right? Wait, Team 8? Can I count? CAG players can't count. This one is team number 8. Alright, we got Coudro, aka Wavy.
Wow. Looking like a solid start so
Llama
far.
3 Lord, let's go. I like how the number of L's matches the 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we're gonna get some duplicates now that we're getting a lot less people. Alright, Sigwave. Alright, let's go. That's team number 8. Alright, team 9, we got Bael. Starting off with our filler. Thank you, Bael, for filling in and making sure we could have 10 even teams. We got MBK. Alright, this is going to determine the last 2 teams. And we got LUEshi. So that means our last team is Canis, Apple, and Rose. So now Random Ice Chaos was not so chaos. We'll see what happens when the tournament starts, Raleigh. You never know. But yeah, let's also when everyone registered. I mean, all of you know who signed up, but I had everyone submit a little note, like a little thank you to a TO. So I'm going to go through, recap all the teams, and read those notes here. So this is like the sappy 30 minutes of the tournament before we get into the games. So team number 1, we have again, we have Michael Jordan. He says, Spooky was one of my first exposures to tournaments, and I've been a fan for a very long time. He has put in a lot of work for so long, and I hope he knows most people, including me, appreciate that. So shout outs to Spooky. Team number 1 also has Prada on it. Actually, let me get some visual aid here. I didn't plan this out whatsoever. So let me figure out how to visually place the teams. Maybe Dennis is already setting up all the teams. We'll take a look. You can contribute to the match arena if you'd like. Alright, looks like Dennis needs more time, which is fine.
He's still figuring out Bael, so
He's got to get Bael added in. So let me... Alright, this is what I got. This is the best I can come up with. I'm not saying it's good, but this is the best I got for you guys. This is why you should be grateful to your TOs, because they can figure shit out. Alright, so here's the teams. As you can see, I was very prepared before this event. So moving down the list, also on Team 1, we have Prada. And Prada says, man, it hurts to see Spooky discontinue NLBC Online. I wish I could have entered more if I knew it would end so suddenly. I wish him nothing but the best in the future. Next on Team 1, we got .mp4. In regards to recent events, I want to say how much of an impact watching NLBC Online was for me. Anyone who helped out to run it, I am extremely grateful for, because without that, I would not have joined this community. So thank you, Spooky and Min. I can't express how much your work meant to me, as I now get to play and meet so many amazing people. Thank you, and everyone else who ever helped out. Alright, on to Team 2. We got Air Dior. Just want to say thank you, Spooky and Min, for everything that you have done for the FGC. Spooky paved the way for a lot of people. I could imagine how it felt running a tournament every week. I hope this motivates people to try to run their own online events. Okay, so next up we got Cello. Cello says, I wasn't allowed to play in NLBC, but I still had a lot of fun watching the Granblue tournaments. So thanks for that. Next we got Merp. I love Spooky and wish the best for him. I can't wait to go to next level again. Got Blue on Team 3. As someone who has done TO work, but almost never to the scale of NLBC, I appreciate the amount of time and effort those guys have put not only into Granblue, but various games across 108 weeks of action. The job is a thankless one, but it shouldn't be, and that is why I want to thank everyone at NLBC for holding it down for the scene, but also the teams of Treehouse, WASD, and many other communities for consistently giving us a place to play. You guys are amazing, and no matter what comes next, I hope you know we appreciate everything you do. Thank you. And then next on Team 3, we've got Cassie. And what did Cassie have to write for us? Thank you for everything, Spooky. We will miss you. We sure will. And we've got Winty. Before streaming was a thing, way back in 2009, I remember watching uploads of Melty, Street Fighter 4, and other games from Spooky. It was a huge part of me wanting to reach out and connect with the community. Seeing people laughing and playing games together was something I wanted and needed. It was a huge part of why I started playing fighting games, and they became a huge part of my life. Yeah, I think everyone here definitely enjoys fighting games. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing here. Go outside or something. So team number 4, we got Mixup. I really did appreciate everything the Team Spooky crew has done for me growing as a fighting game player. Granblue Versus was my first fighting game I took seriously, and they made the experience amazing with the tournaments, support, and advice they gave me coming up. Let me see, there's a little bit cut off here. Thank you, Spooky, Min, 10 of Clubs, Aru, Nerdjosh, SK, Gibby, and Henry. Alright, next up we have Stylo. Stylo says, since I rejoined the FGC back in 08 and streaming was just becoming a big thing, I always looked up to Spooky and always wanted to be a tournament and event streamer like he did and run brackets just to give my local scene more exposure and players who don't get a lot of stream time. I've done a few small events, but lately I've picked up more traction and I still aspire to be looked to like Spooky has been. Next we have Rickster. Big shoutouts to Spooky for helping the GBVS scene throughout the pandemic, and Min for making my online tournament experience smooth throughout. I'll miss you guys, and I wish only the best for y'all. Alright, and we move on to Team 5. First on Team 5 is SenpaiSpyder. Being from Texas, where the game is practically non-existent, Spooky was definitely appreciated, showcasing plenty of games and tech to steal. Coudro says, thank you to Spooky and his TOs for providing us a place to go and be able to learn, watch hype matches, and giving us countless hours of entertainment. I loved NLBC and the chance it gave me to improve in Granblue Versus and fighting games in general. It was awesome to have this because for someone like me, I don't have a local scene and I'm not close to one. So this provided me with a chance to meet players, hone my skills, build friendships. While I'm sad to see it go, I know you guys need your rest, so enjoy and thank you for everything. Alright, and then last on team number 5 is Skip. Skip says, if TOs were a cold drink on a hot day, I'd be guzzling with gratitude. Thank you, Skip. Team 6, Shuaboo says, Maverick FGC is an unparalleled professional, running WNF for free while going through law school, carrying the West Coast Granblue Versus scene on his back. So true, Shuaboo, so true. Yeah, the VOD will definitely be posted, and I was going to maybe personally go through and clip and send to all the TOs who are being thanked here. So that might take me a day or two to get around to, but I definitely want to make sure they don't have to sit through, like, you know, some random 5-hour tournament to see like a few minutes of thanks. So I want to make sure they get they see this. So, all right. Next up on Team 6, we have Beesu. Beesu says, "Thank you to every single TO who hosted an event for the community, both local and online. My wife enjoys watching these events as much as I enjoy playing in them, and without TOs, none of that would be possible. The list is far too great to be listed off, but a special thank you to Spooky for always being there for us." Alright, and then we have UltVictory. And Ult says, "To Ron and Tato." If you don't know who Ron and Tato are, they run Skybound Clash, and they are awesome. But anyway, so what Ult says, "To Ron and Tato, thank you for doing online tourneys before it was cool. Y'all made me feel like I had locals at home." And now moving on to Team 7. We got kaypow. "Been watching Spooky for years and have always appreciated the content and what he's done for the FGC." And SenpaiSpyder. "Shout out to the great folks at Matchstick Melee for making Thursdays feel like going to a local." Yeah, shout outs to them too. And then we have Coco. "Thanks, Min, for letting me enter the MBTL 3v3 when I missed the connection test deadline." Let's go. Alright, Team 8. We got Coudro, aka Wavy. "Spooky and Min were the best. They were always polite to me and the community. There were never any conflicts between us, and Min even made exceptions to me being let in at times when I was late. NLBC helped me make my name more visible, especially since PC on the East Coast was non-existent at the time, so I appreciated that greatly. Things won't ever be the same without Spooky hosting online tournaments anymore, but all we can do is move forward and support his future endeavors." Llama 3 Lord. "TOs are the lifeblood of the FGC. This community wouldn't exist without the absolute goats that run events." And then we have Sigwave. "Thank you for hosting Granblue vs. tournaments throughout the pandemic." For sure, we owe a lot to all the TOs who have helped keep our game alive over the last couple years. Team 9, we have Bael. I don't have anything from Bael since he just volunteered to fill in at the last minute. Moving on to MBK. "Spooky kept the Granblue vs. scene alive during COVID. A truly humble and forgiving person. A great hero of the FGC. You will be missed, sir." LUEshi says, "Dennis is the best. I hope you bribed him with food to run this." Open parentheses, fuck Dennis, close parentheses. Agree with all of that. I'll have to feed Dennis later. Then we've got Canis. "Absolutely huge thank you to everyone at WASD, like Impurus, Tayo, and Magnus, for organizing, as well as regular players for commentating, seeding, etc. on both the open and beginner brackets. I'm really happy they exist. Big thank you to Spooky as well for being one of a couple people streaming that got me interested in fighting games in general a long time ago, and then being one of the first people I saw running tourneys for all sorts of stuff when I finally gave playing a shot." And now we've got Apple. Apple says, "I'd say thanks to Spooky for giving East Coast Granblue a place in this era, and thanks to all the TOs who had to put up with me late registering because I just woke up." Funny story, Apple's late registering on this too, but that's awesome. She's great. Can't wait to see her play. And then finally, last but not least, Team 10, we've got Rose. "Words can't describe how grateful I am for Spooky, Min, Nerd Josh, 10 of Clubs, and the entire Team Spooky staff for showing myself and our community so much love and support. Myself and the entire Granblue vs. community will always cheer them on in any future endeavors they decide to do." So that's more or less. I guess that's the end of the sappy portion where I went through everyone's little TO notes here. Dennis has a bit to chip in as well. He says, I wouldn't be here without Spooky, Min, and others who got together to give them and their friends a place to play and compete. While countless organizers have since retired, I know that in over the past decade, since you have inspired countless more to rise up and do the same. Thanks for making it feel like the old times during the pandemic. It meant a lot to me. That one's from Dennis. He wanted to throw in a bit extra there. Alright. Take a look at how Dennis is doing on the team registrants. Oh, I guess I'll leave the teams on the screen for now. Featuring, I'll censor Master Chipmunk. Link me the bracket? Alright, that's awesome. Is this publicly available? I want to make sure people can get here when they ask for the bracket. Brackets have not been published by the organizer. That seems like my responsibility. Yo, thanks for the sub, kaypow. No, I figure any seating is probably fine. I'm not too worried about that. It is a random assignment tournament. So I think if the bracket is good, we can publish it. We can take a quick look at the bracket, and then we can probably get started. I know the actual start time is 2 p.m., so we're not going to be DQing anyone if, you know, maybe you're not quite... Yo, what's up, y'all? Thanks for the sub. The Calgary squad coming through for this one. So let's take a quick look at the bracket. So let's see. How do we want to do this, Dennis? Let me, actually, I gotta boot up Granblue. That's what I gotta do. Yeah, no worries. We're not DQing anyone before like 2:15 for sure. We might get the bracket started a little bit early since we've already assigned out the teams, but it seems like everything is running pretty on schedule. So of course, if you are interested in the bracket, you can check it out here. And then we do have a matcherino to support the players, as Spooky always liked to say. How are we doing on the matcherino? I saw we've gotten quite a few donations, it looks like, so let's take a look at that. Twani coming through with the $100 donation. Shout outs to Twani. We were up to $315.69. Protege with the $20, thank you. Milky Guns, $5, appreciate it. Gardening Tool, $5, appreciate it. And of course, Oddity with 2 separate $5 donations, appreciate her. Quotes coming through with the 50, TC with the 20. Buff Gran and give Catalina back her sauce. Definitely buff Gran.
So true.
Jason with the 569, putting the very nice cents in there. And then Seth with the $50 contribution as well, bringing us up to a grand total of $315.69 already for the players. I was originally only paying out the top 2 teams, and I think that's probably still going to be the case, because that is ultimately 6 players getting this money. But maybe top 3 if it gets to 400. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pay out team tournaments. You wanna pay deep, but at the same time. All right. Oh, we got Tool Lurkin coming to cheer us on. All right. Let's see. Dennis, do we want to get any of these matches started? You know, his name's not even Tool, but I knew it was Tool from when he joined. He's got the idle Jita. He's out here emoting. You know, Tool being one of the top role players of on the boat. Where's the Matcherino overlay? Leave that to the professionals like Maverick, FTC, and Team Spooky. When you're dealing with scrubs like me, you're lucky you've got an overlay at all. Yeah, let's try to get a match going, Dennis. Let me put out a tweet that we're starting the event. How will I know that you donated to the Matcherino? Well, I don't know. Maybe because you told me. Rowlet with the $20 donation. A huge thank you to all TOs for the hard work they do to help keep the competitive spirit alive in our community. Also, please put Siegfried in. Thank you, Rogue, doing a service to the community. Always appreciate it. I think Dennis is figuring out who's available a little early to get started. Oh, we got more Matcherino. Oh, Yamo with $5. Thank you. Jamcam as your birthday gift. Hold up, hold up. Here she is. Say hello, Cham.
Hello.
She kind of looks pissed, actually, right?
It's definitely a heavy stare down she's giving you.
What do you think, Jam? She's sad that you're 30, Rogue? No. Whoa. I almost fucking died. That was extremely dangerous, guys.
Whoa.
That was a little bit dangerous. hey, don't do that.
Too much violence.
Too violent. Too violent. Here, let me give you a video stream here, Spiral. That was pretty violent. Yeah, that was a strive counter hit ult. She was moving in. Yeah, Champ doing the Bael far medium. Team order is not locked, so you can pick a different starting player each time. Oh, there is not a new tweet yet. Let me do that. Let me be a professional TO and make these things happen. I guess there is a tweet, but it's a lazy tweet that just says we're doing it. I'll make a new tweet with a picture and everything, maybe? I don't know. Am I cool enough for that?
The request from Rebonic? Homie to homie?
Can you put me in the bracket as my own team by myself? Thanks. You can come play me. And if you win, you can advance in the bracket.
And the TO team. He's on Rebonic.
It's double dipping on the streams. It's true. Isaiah's the king of one and dunning me. Actually, it's actually insane. Like we play in tournament in some game, and I get smoked, and then I get actually good at the game, and we never see each other in tournament again.
He sounds very powerful.
I'm not going to stream every match. I'm definitely not streaming every losers match, because unlike the Lunaloo bracket we had, you know, there's losers brackets, so there's a lot. All right, did I succeed at making a Twitter post? I think I did.
I believe so.
I think everyone's just getting settled in with the rules, making sure they understand what's going on. I think Dennis will let you know if you're going to be on stream or if you should play off stream. He's super good about that stuff. Am I entered? I am not, Johnson. I don't enter my own events. Streaming is a full-time job, and I'm barely talented enough to play in events without doing other things. So like trying to multitask, not working out for me. Thanks for the sub, Risha. TO and run the stream overlay and do commentary while playing. I think Spiral might actually be talented enough for that. He's
I've commentated and played before.
You've definitely commentated our matches. Like you're like owning me and you're just commentating. I'm like, what are you doing, Spiral? How can you manage this? It's extremely impressive. It looks like we have our first matches being sent here. We have what is this? The kaypow, the SenpaiSpyder, and the Coco team versus the Bael, the MBK, and the LUEshi team. How's that look on the overlay? Is it functional? All right, it's functional.
Oof.
We're doing it, Spiral. This is...
Yeah, I think all of them are around that same length, so I don't think there's gonna be any trouble there.
We had some pretty long team names in the Luna tournament, so we had
Yeah.
Avatar Bael is fair and balanced.
I'm glad we somehow put that in there.
It fit.
But yeah, we should be getting everyone squared away. Two-thirds of
Yeah, they're coming through.
E1. So we got Bael, LUEshi, and MBK up to bat as well.
I'll leave it up to you, Dennis. I don't think there's anything. I mean, it's random teams, so I don't think there's not like any especially spicy or like seeded, you know, interest. My target is about a 3 or 4 hour event total, maybe. Like 4 hours if it goes late. So use that to affect your judgment on how many matches you send to stream. No, we're about to get started with the first round here. This is winners round 1. Search the rainbow. Is that you, Searchlight?
ain't no way.
We got a new search in town. We got a new search in town. That's crazy. So it looks like both teams are deciding their order right now. We got Nathan going up first. Coco, we got our boy. I mean, everyone here is our boy, unless they're our girl. Or let's see, the Van City Chad. Yeah, that's the Vancouver team actually, featuring SenpaiSpyder as a ringer.
Yeah. You excuse me being this search.
Hold up, what did I miss? Accuse me of being the search. Yeah. Look, it's a unique spelling of search, and we have a member in our community named Searchlight. Spelled like this. You know, I don't mean any offense, but yeah, it's actually crazy, right?
Of course. Insane coincidence.
That's a crazy coincidence. So we're gonna have to see who the Bael MVK LUEshi team sends in.
Yeah, looks like we're still waiting on one more from the P2 team. Looks like LUEshi from the looks of it.
That's crazy, insane. It is. Yeah, gaming will be commencing soon. We got 69 viewers. That's very nice. Just a casual afternoon Grand Blue.
While waiting for this match to get squared away, looks like we have our other match decided on stream 2 after this one. With Mixup, Stylo, and Rickster versus Senpai, Coudro, and Skip.
Yeah, I feel like so many of these teams are actually so well balanced. We're going to see a lot of good sets, which is exciting.
Yeah, and another thing to do with that 1-to-1 format.
Oh,
already heavily volatile in a 1-to-2, 1-to-3, 1-to-1 can leave a lot of factors that could just get you swept up in just one match without being able to retaliate.
Yeah, so we got MBK here, we got LUEshi here. Oh, and there's Bael. So we got everyone here. I think that the MBK LUEshi Bael team is deciding who they want to send first to match against the great kaypow, aka Cringe Enjoyer, aka Netplay Nathan. I do wonder if he's been practicing CAG. I wonder if he's going to be bringing the CAG or if he's hopping on one of his old faithful Shotos. What do you think, Spiral?
He's been figuring out the Wolf recently, but you might go ahead and choose to fall back on the Shoto to just keep it nice, simple, and comfortable for the Force to 1 setting.
Yeah, I mean,
try and push out a quick victory with Gray and keep it consistent with the Bael.
with the first to 1 setting too, it's you know, you may have to play up to 3 different matchups as the characters come in, so you definitely want to be on a character where you feel comfortable playing against, you know, a variety of the cast.
100%. If he's willing to trade out 1 for 1 too, seeing who's up first can definitely put the swing at the character choice. Or put a lot more into the meta aspect depending on how versed their roster is on the other side too. We have LUEshi coming up. This should be a player matchup that both sides are actually pretty familiar with.
Yeah, I think they're actually playing the other day, so we'll see what happens. But LUEshi being a Seattle local and Coco, of course, being from Vancouver, they're gonna have a very good connection. So. And we see the Jita coming out from Coco here. So going with like a safe, you know, stable pick, prepared for just about any matchups here. Let's see how it goes, Spiral.
All enough well-rounded here as we see 5M over LUEshi, but a whiff punish Coco to start us off with Vorpal Blade already in towards the corner, able to get the loop out, but 2 hits on the Rising Sword, not going to be able to get the juggle, but the knockdown still will work out. A Bari throw over LUEshi, this could be the reversal. You see Sarah back off of the auto combo, no cancel, but wasn't ready to anti-air the jump in over Bio. See, the layup on the Vorpal Blade, choosing to respect it out, and another counter poke over with that 5M, beating out the Chaos Caliber, corner to corner, shimmy up, not falling for the frame traps, and still choosing to keep him locked down for it. But still need to be careful as we are minimizing the application back into it. Jump in, punish, and the crouch confirm off of it. Vorpal Blade, and just choosing to go right into the Ascendancy. Doesn't go for the hold, thought it would have killed, but still gonna be able to stuff him out with the light frame traps. Even up as we go right into battle 2. Do or die on for it as we see Link on through, gonna be able to get the follow-up 6 framer out. Great awareness over the combo conversion. Combo limit off onto the Rising Sword. Still has the Regulate, and we finally see the Langelon field coming out. Shadow step out, still negative onto it. Erase over by both sides. We're very patient. As we see Karma interrupted over by the double Regulate. Counter confirm over into the Black Flies, pushed out to the corner. Shivy up, 5M caught the approach jump forward. As we see Rested dive out, back in towards the mid-screen, and the shimmy is going to be able to work out this time. Not going to be able to push quite towards the corner, but still, dire straits over for LUEshi. We go in last legs over with the reversal, or we see the 5-up coming clutch, as we see 3 for 3 on those to take the first point. A quick 2 rounds. Large over Coco. And you see very comfortable into it.
Yeah, very nice. First game coming out for Coco, so. We'll have to see who they choose to send. You know, MBK or Bael, both, you know, very strong players. Looks like they're sending out MBK.
That'd be interesting. I haven't seen if he like opt to, and he's not going to opt for the mirror at all. Choosing to rock out with the Bael.
I think this makes sense. I mean, Bael is probably almost definitely his most comfortable character, right? So you kind of have to plan ahead. You don't just want to win the mirror. You want to be able to deal with what comes next, too.
Yeah, still a very strong character to deal with these short-range Shoto types. Strong with punch fit, stronger fireball game. Though Jita is not to swell onto it with that Rested Dive variant of the Regen Lave 2. We see with a bit more well-rounded kit and more knowledge of the character having played her. You might be able to edge something out here to tie up the point counts. As you see, ton of pokes out for both sides. No decisive hits quite yet. As you see, approach out with the heavy crooked. Caught the ear box over with it. Rest of dive out. And we see 5H after the crossover. Direct pressure out, jump in, and what a late anti-air push onto it. 100 meter on deck, choose to spin it out. And I think this is a fair enough spin as we see the life bar get depleting with that Lemegeton. A good chunk of damage and a safe jump to set up for the strike throw. There it is. Sequence out. Caught with a counter hit, but no cancel to work with. Just got the GBVS back up and catching the approaching 5H over on Coudro's side. Back in towards the mid screen here. Stabs it back out. No full counter confirmed, but able to get a bit more breathing room. GBVS chipping away slowly, and one more gonna be able to stuff it out. Not off of that heavy crooked. Locked down, but no air unblockable setup. But we see that versatile fire game with the GBVS. Medium crooked for the interior, catching out that JH. Putting MBK at the advantage for this game. Back and forth. Still neutral being played out in favor of MBK, but too late of a cancel on the GBVS. No counter hit confirmed. Had to be crouching for that 2U link. Let's go right back into it. Still in favor of MBK with the first strike. What an anti-air here. Coco a bit too patient. Willing to wait out with the empty jump. As you see, another one. This time crouch confirm off of the GBVS with the heavy crooked. No spin down. Just the Notoria for the hard knockdown here. Safe jump out. Shimmy up. We see lights to stuff it out, but too far out to get the 3 light string here. Still locked down towards the corner. Lose it on the third. Jump back. Just trying to hold out in the corner. Lost out, but showing no fear. Mentioned on the negative frames off of the heavy ass Modis. Trade onto it. Still in favor of MBK with the life lead. Pushed out into it. Really canceled. Tried to get the Lemegeton, but got the Notoria instead. Fatal out. We'll see who's going to be able to double it up. Spot dodge OS, but we see close heavy whiffing out. Allowing MBK to force his turn back and clipping him over with that 5H. Nice whiff recovery over on team 2.
MBK quickly tying it up. So some very impressive play from there. So now we're gonna have to see we got either SenpaiSpyder or kaypow coming in from the player 1 side. I have a feeling we might see kaypow. I don't know if you wanna necessarily pick Matera into Bael, but then again with Bael in the back you've got 2 Baels to deal with, so it's not like you don't have many options here. But we do see it. Looks like kaypow's moving. Getting ready to come in.
Yeah, Spider has a ton of turning experience, so maybe still willing to have the comfort with it, even with the danger of having 6-frame characters with some Matera and Uno, but still having power through how common the character is, allowing them to figure out their own set counterplay.
Yeah, I mean SenpaiSpyder is no stranger to the Bael matchup, right? It's something you'd run into regardless of whether you want to or not in tournament. And so we see his signature Honore coming out.
Uno, a very strong power pick here, still able to zone out, anti-zone out to make LUEshi less of a threat, and forcing him to take more risky options with the 5U, get out of some trigger parry and other moves. But still going to be able to get in hard once he's able to get let in. Air Retro for the Fuzzy, not able to get it going. First strike's over, and we're in towards the corner. Will we see the Fleeting Spark? No, shimmy up to bait it out. Still remaining patient. 5H, no cancel out, but still able to maintain it. 1 Rift Spear, but still able to get the Whip Punch. What a chase down. 5H still coming in clutch, and not looking too good. Out of the Fuzzy jump, and a reset on hit off of that crooked hit. Another Fuzzy catch, and he seems to catch it out all the right options over on defense. Gonna get a bit more chips over with these Rakshasas, but maybe too little too late. Already good chunk of damage. But slowly poking away at him. 5H up into the Spiral Spear. Rune Nation had to respect the jump in. And what a nice use of the Fleeting Spark here. Knew he wanted to keep out this turn from the jump in. And just trying to keep them all out. As you see, slowly chipping away at him relative to it. Mantra Wheel, Rakshasa, Spiral Spear catching out the approach for it. But even to lay out for both sides. Jump back on the approach. JU not able to get the punish on the whiff though. What we see, Light Fleeting Spark, no punish, -6 on the, try to press out the 7 frame, so Spider's still going to be living out for another set of sequences. Still got plenty of time with it, just a little over 30 seconds still to work with. Caught the crossover with the Grand Ace approach, wasn't expecting it, and we're cashing out into the 1000 Spear Void. Not going to be enough to kill from the auto combos failing, I believe. But still, they tie it up. All of a sudden, 1 hit from both sides. Has to be careful here as they see GBVS is going to be able to power through the Spiral Spear. Did it just a bit too early. And MBK is going to be able to clutch it out. Fortunately for him, Lifesavers to go right on the battle too. As you see, engage start. Another clap up with that 5H. Push to the core. Deja from the last round. We'll see if Spider's going to be able to find his way out this time. See, doubling up, arm the Bastion coming in clutch, but try to go for a second one, expected to cancel. MBK is going to be able to punish out the recovery, as we see another fling spark get out there. Same thing needed to get them out of the situation, as we see 2M off of their Rakshasa. Doubling up once again, slowly getting walked up for the corner, but we see mid-screen pressure. Maybe a bit over with that Ruination here. Air, Mantra Wheel, Fuzzy coming in clutch, gonna give it a bit more chip damage. 5H whiff onto it, but we see counter it confirm off of that 2M with the Rakshasa. Still just about even. MBK with a slight edge, but that could change after just a couple pokes. As I say that, Spiral Spear into the Astral Piercer, and he's going right back to his comfort zone. On MBK, remaining relatively patient on those 5Gs. What a trade over on the forward advancing Normal and the Crooked. Duel up, JO coming clutch. Spiral Spear for the anti-air, and gonna be able to get the Rakshasa. I think he could have killed with 1,000 Spear Point. Spending it over at the full screen. What's gonna happen here? Spot dodge, and no punish. 2H up.
Yeah, I think he was just looking for some chip damage, but MPK knew to dodge, but ended up sealing it out anyways.
Yeah, I could run MBK, but wasn't able to advance far enough. And the Wild 2H going to be able to catch at the approach. Not trying to deal with any of the air stalls. Chase down over the air throw. Fuzzy up. And the Light Tutorial coming in clutch at the last part. Full weight. And Yana going to be able to get the full punish. So much damage on the close every starting. And the cheeky reset with the heavy Visago. Push it onto a Rakshasa. And he's gone trying to get on the hit. Deja Vu with that Grand Haste of the crossover. As you see, still to advantage over towards MBK. Has to be careful. Letting too many of these rounds be too close. But we see solid jump in. Levegaton. No animation for it, but not even needed to get that second point over for the player 2 team. And now?
Yeah, MBK taking up the lead for his team, so now he's going to have to take down kaypow, though, if he wants to advance to the next round of winners. So almost definitely we'll be seeing the kaypow Lancelot.
Not sure if he's got anything else to work with. As we see the other Van City Chad coming up to bat to anchor for his team. We'll see if he's going to be able to clinch it out, or if MBK is going to be able to seal it for his team.
Believe in victory.
Not sure how much kaypow has been back onto the game. That's still the breaks, but we see the solid round start back into it, and that's how we know kaypow's playing his game. Turbulence follow up into the round start already, trying to keep up the momentum. As you see, best of one. This is where I'm ready here. Caught on the movement, counter hit confirm on the Southern Cross, and we see MBK toiling full in on defense with the Notori cross up to the other side. Turbulence off, able to catch a strike throw, choosing not to spend it, just going for the sequence with the Wogenstrom. Single over it into the low, Southern Cross pressure. MBK clipping out right at the wrong moment. Just a one bit more. And just catching him with a delay 5M on Waco. But we see that same sequence again come over kaypow in this battle start. Turbulence up, doing it again and letting it rock out. Only a small punish, backup playing it safe. But what a confirm over by MBK with that normal hit. Cross over to the other side. Try to catch him out with the run. Frame trap over with the crooked. Missed punish over with that light as movie. Some block as you see. Still the Visago didn't expect the counter. A dash movement over with the Wogenstrom. Turbulence over for the reset. Able to get the walk under, but caught toiling under the frame trap. No fear onto it. As you see, back in towards the mid-screen. 2U ducking right under the Goetia. Spanning it out, though. Same thing with the Wogenstrom. Single overhead into the frame trap. Turbulence. Cross over to the other side. Didn't go for the Delta lead. Staggers it back out. Another reset on him with the auto combo. As you see Southern Cross, second repetition. Allowing MBK to get his turn back. Too far out to get anything off of that 2M hit. As we go back in towards the neutral. Wogenstrom. Super jump forward to avoiding the sequence. But caught trying to move off of the blade impulse from neutral. Weiss-Fuchel burned out. And a significant lead over towards kaypow side. MBK still remaining on his sliver. Has to be careful or try to go for the turbulence. Doubling up once again. Early tech over on that throw as you see 5H out from the neutral. And the end of Genesis. 5H started into the Goetia. Might not be able to kill with that extra damage off of the 2L. Hard to say, but put onto a sliver. Will he gamble it all with the turbulence on Wake? No, stares it back out and caught him with the tick UOH. Wasn't expecting the high. And it's do or die from both sides. Let's see how this battle 3 is going to go. The run up, first strike going over to kaypow. Running towards the corner. Wogenstrom sequence off of the tech here. Empty, jump low on the turbulence. MBK going to be ready to block it all out. And the crouch confirmed with that medium Asmodeus. Pushing towards the mid screen. Let it rock on through. As the OS with that run through. Going to be able to get the close heavy punish. Solid damage. And now kaypow's in that corner that he put MBK in earlier at the start. What a raw mash over on that run up. Caught on the approach forward. Maybe tried to go for the DP. We see Notoria reset on it. Still minus off of that second sequence. but MBK willing to let it rock as we see LUEshi into it for the plus phrase. Got the dash up, ready to block it out, and that should be enough to seal the round. 1200 into the 4500. Even with the guts coming in, I think that's going to be it for kaypow's team.
Yeah, that's a dead Lancelot. So we're going to see MBK, Bael, and LUEshi advancing in winners. But, you know, kaypow, SenpaiSpyder, good showing. Will, you know, they'll be down in the losers bracket. They've got another chance. So good stuff from both teams. Let's see, coming up next, I think we have, is it this Mixup Stylo Rickster and SenpaiSpyder, Coudro, Skip.
That is our next team coming up. While we're waiting for all of them up to bat, be sure to go ahead and check out the Matcherino if you can. We've already got a nice little extra donation coming over from Freakmaster. Always a go coming in to help support these pots with his contribution of 50.
Yeah, shoutouts to Freakmaster. He's always in the Grand Blue Matcherino. He's a very cool guy. Streams sometimes. Check out his stream. It's just twitch.tv/Freakmaster.
And from the looks of it, Zom, one of the players are having a power outage issue.
Uh-oh. Let me take a look.
Dennis is seeing if we should have me go ahead and sub in.
Alright, Spiral, looks like you're on the squad. Who's having the issue? Is it Prada? Oh, it's Dot. Dot's power went out. Alright. So it looks like you'll be subbing in for Dot on the Michael Jordan, Prada, and now you team. So we'll look forward to seeing some Spiral bombos later on the stream.
What, oh, I guess they have a bye, so there's no worries on that quite yet.
Yeah, they don't have anything to do right now.
Yeah, hopefully .m4 will be able to get it squared away, but if not, I am more than willing to help sub in.
Cat Jam. Jam Cat.
Boosted up.
Let's see. So the other team is SenpaiSpyder, Coudro, and Skip. So we'll have to see who's going out first for both teams. Looks like Rickster's already sat down on the player 1 side, and SenpaiSpyder on the player 2 side.
Indeed, giving plenty of time to work through the professional changes to the overlay.
Yeah, you guys can start. I was, you know, doing my duties, showing the cat.
Soares versus Djordan.
So we've got Rickster Soares versus SenpaiSpyder Djordan. I guess let me know if you got the part to play, Spiral, but it seems like you're good for now. So I'll leave the commentary in your capable hands.
Thank you so much. We gotta keep it up for right now. We got these two teams coming up to bat with Rickster on P1 side and SenpaiSpyder on the second. We see the impact knuckles doubling up, still plus onto it, and just look at the bully over with these impact knuckles. Muscle fury to the reactive muscles. We see negative onto it, tries to go for a throw, but what early tech as we see the throw out, as we see the late tech coming into it. Regan late for a bit more pressure, not able to get that other stack of manliness, but still able to push out to the corner here. Not catching out the interior this time. Push out into the corner. And gonna go for the full sequence with the cycling to you. No, Vista down onto it, but still gonna be able to get it out though. UOH onto it with a hard call out, but just a bit too late onto it. Not Poppy still gonna be able to keep that knockdown, letting the whole thing rock. But Rickster remain patient and able to secure the knockdown and the Macho ultimatum for himself to work with as well. See, back in over towards the neutral, jump in. But love for both sides. Still looking to play it on through. Standard trade traps over the Reg and Late. 3 stacks of Manlius. Still gonna have the armor come up. Choosing to chip it all out with the Vorpal Blade burned as well. Not ready to catch out the medium impact from neutral. And he's slowly walking into the corner. Run up throw. Early attack. Still negative, but Coudro trying to move the Liker for a Bael and not even going to need anything off of the Punch the Stars into the Bravado Bull. Back dash up here, and there's the response over to it. No more bullying with that rush punch. As we see, reactive muscle, spot dodge into it, and Shuaboo's got the old anti-character to work out with. Spot dodge onto it, allowed to get that sequence, and not miss it onto it this time. Safe jump out, no, empty jump, UOH out for both sides. Shuaboo is going to be first to act onto it though, as we see. Rested dive off of the 2H, doubling up, is that going to be too high? No, it isn't, but that's not going to get him the first part of the hit for the lake on through. But still, dire straits to start to look like Sean Poppy's around unless Rickster could pull out a hat trick here as we see. Standard frame trap off with a Punch of Stars, -1, clipped over with a low, doubling up once again. Can't take too much more damage with that armor on the Muscle Fury as the ultimatum spot dodge. Able to avoid a tiny bit more chip, has to deal with the Vorpal Blade though as you see +1 off into it. Had to jump in as well. And betting a bit too much on that UOH, just trying to counteract with it. As we push onto a battle 3, engage start, crossover, no catch over with the 5M, but the 2M is going to allow Sean Poppy to get the first strike, dash up, messing up the input on the Reg and Late, getting out the Rizzy Sword, but not too much of a punish over on Rickster's end. Push back in towards the corner here. Let's see, JL out too high up to get that 5-frame link. As you see, try to catch him out with the full call out onto it, no punish on the roundhouse. As you see, a full weight on the Rising Sword and the side swap here. Heavy starter over with that rock smash here. Saving out into it. Light confirmed. Spot dodge into it. Wasn't expecting it as you see the 5L interrupt. Another jump in coming in clutch. Always jumping over to Sean Poppy's side. As we see the spot dodges as well. Gonna be able to put on a reversal. Putting him closer in towards the life seed. Choosing to cash out with the Skyfall here. Not ton of damage, and not even gonna get the technical from it though. As we see another UOH over on defense. The 2 active, but still gonna work on through. Full bait on the Rising Sword, +1 off the Punch of Stars yet again. Muscle Fury, and the match ended.
Who won? We lost. We lost
Wait,
one.
wait.
We lost
Wait.
the ending.
Wait, okay, so
It looks like Rickster won.
wait.
It looks like Rickster won.
I looked like
Sora's won. He's still on the cabinet.
Yeah, we just need a confirmation just in case, because it seemed like the collusion. I was sorry, it was too strong.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, it looked... Okay,
I must have dropped a frame somewhere, so it... Yeah, good stuff, Rickster. Sora's taking the first win, and Coudro coming out on the player 2 side here. Holy shit. Rogue shooting / in the chat.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Let's see how this matchup plays out, though.
See, Coudro for it, the 5M, I'm gonna run up throw to disrupt the Muscle Fury, set up into it with the Chev call, not gonna be able to get too much off of that Scarlet Oath hit. What we see, let's phase off of the Rug Smash, and the Punch the Stars, 2U coming up for it, stagger back over the lights, no cancel anything, but we see the Dark A now, Muscle Fury, gonna be able to armor it through, but no punish coming over, Rickster's end as we go back in towards the neutral, jump in, JU gonna catch out that 5H, just a bit too preemptive on it, as we see, Chev merge, got the install, and calling out the Chev, but we see the Macho ultimatum install coming in clutch, able to interrupt it out, too far for the UH, gonna get whiff punch, but no cancel into the Scarlet Oak. As we see, anti-air DPR with the medium red barrel sword. Scarlet Oak, -1. Caught him out with that frame trap. A bottom bullet off of the Punch to start. Whiff on the close heavy. Still going to be it out though. Block over on the tick UOH. Double it up on that Muscle Fury. -1 yet again. Both sides remain patient. Not trying to fall into a hard knockdown. Has to be careful with the command grab, but choosing to bait out the reversal. +1 off into it. As we see, punish into it. And just a reset on it with that UOH. Not expecting the high on that hit. Allow Risky to take the first round. Jump in, roll the sweep, +1 onto it, clipped over with the low, bullied into the corner with these impact knuckles. Ready to kill out, caught out of the move with a rock smash, and a ton of damage. Saving out over in the impact knuckle, hard weight onto it, and that's gonna be a quick round coming in favor of Rickster.
Yeah, what a round from Rickster. That I mean, the game was looking close in the first round, but then Rickster had all the reads on offense coming into round number 2 there. And so it looks like it's all on Skip. I think we're gonna see a Sora's Mirror here. So
yeah, let's know check. Okay, Hero choosing to rock out with the Soras. It'll be very interesting to see it out.
Skip, not an exceptionally well-known name in the community, but he really surprised me up at Pinnacle. I played him at like a pre-tournament, and he took the first game off my CAG, and I was very surprised. So we're gonna see some amazing Sora's Mirror here, I'm sure.
Alright then, Muscle Fury over the call side. First strike's coming over to both sides with that impact on Rickster's side and the reactive muscles here. Clash into it in favor of Rickster, still keeping it up. Let's see, plus with the punch to stars. Muscle Fury, jump in, caught out with the reactive muscles, doubling it up once again here. And the UltVictory finally gonna be able to work on through. Called out the run, of reset with it. Let's see, not gonna have the roundhouse to work on through, too far over for the whip. But we see another Muscle Fury to bow out into it. Spot dodge, no whip punish, but still dive straight over for Skip on the other side. One more hit, and caught out trying to move with the armor. This looks like a full sweep coming in favor of Rickster. We'll see if Skip's going to be able to stop out the momentum here. Early tech over on the throw. Medium impact to try and push on through. And Skip's going to be able to hit his own counter hit confirm on the rock smash. Look at the damage accumulate though. Double size UOH. I came in first. And another one for your troubles with that throw bait.
Oh, this is a beautiful game. This is amazing. I love this.
Great to see with the mirrors. Muscle Fury out trying to call out these impact knuckles, and you see Skip doing the same with the punish side. Catch out the approach forward. Still already +1. No cancel anything. Too late of a jump in. Reactive muscles onto the Muscle Fury here. Too late onto it to get that follow up. Punch the side's gonna be able to punch it out. We see Skip. No counter confirm off the immediate impact, but still pushing back in towards the corner. Jump back to keep that corner position. Bullet him right back into it with these like rush punches. Caught out with it, but missing on the full auto combo. But the crouch confirm off of that air reset is gonna put his team on the board.
Yeah, Skip denying Rickster the sweep with the Sora's Mirror. That was some great Grand Blue we just saw. I'm so happy to be here right now. Coming up next, who does the player 1 team have in reserve? They have they got Stylo and they got Mixup. So we'll have to see who they decide to send in.
And pushing the rock out with the Stylo. We get a wealth of characters too, so I've been interested in seeing what they're going to run out to go against it.
Yeah, Crimson, that's exactly how it works. It's 1 to 1 per person until the team's wiped out. So Skip's got to run it back all the way through both Stylo and Mixup here to have his team advance in winners.
I see low Wayne. We'll see it out for it though. Jump in to avoid it out on the impact. Wall bounce. Break out though. Cross up to the other side. Now using out the block button, but still Skip is going to be able to recover it out though. No frame kill. Just a light match to get out of the situation. Block onto it. Cat missiles coming out with the max its tool of destruction here. Neutral jump throw bait, but Skip is ready with that anti-air. Good chunk of damage. Early tech on the reset with the throw. Has to be careful. Very close to getting that Iggy with a try this on for slice. Not gonna be enough to kill. Had the meter for it. Didn't expect that. Will we see the Iggy come out for Stylo? Remaining patient, just looking to get a bit more damage before he's forced to use that on the last resort. No whip punish over the punch to start. Frame trap over, and there it is. Awesome sauce on block. Into the Iggy. Try this on for size. As we see, Earthpill is coming to lock down over with it. Wasn't expecting the Magna Veil coming off for it. Genocide. No counter confirmed, but still gonna look to chip it off for it. Spot dodge out. We'll punish over it. Beat a plus onto it. Clash. And working in Skip's favor. 2M being 7 frames on Skip's side. Meanwhile, on the Wayne's 8 frames. Winning out with just a speed game. Allowing him to clinch out that first game. Counter hit into it. The medium rock smash. Not ready to spot dodge to come at me, bro. As we see, gotta be able to get the recovery. Spot dodge up into the awesome sauce. And just gonna keep it up with the light rock smash. Run up throw. Close heavy for the me. Still remaining plus over in the sequences. Gonna be able to get the bound. Let's see. 2U up. What we see this one is no call out in the safe jump. And clipped over with a low.
Yeah, tying it up. Skip having an impressive run so far. gonna have to see if Mixup has anything to say about that, though. We'll see. Should be. I expect a Vasaraga pick coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna say both sides duking it out. I think we've seen that type of matchup a lot between Mars and Spalda in the mid. That's when a lot of the locals are happening, where it's very explosive for both sides, very slow out in the neutral, but one knockdown means so much for either character.
Yeah, neither character really has strong defense, since after all, Muscle Fury is not very useful against the command grab. And at the same time, though, Vasaraga has slow normal, so he can't deal with Sora's constant plus frames. So it really does depend on who gets started first.
That's if he chooses. He saw the beatdown coming in, but maybe
yeah,
his low lane.
He's got a low lane, right?
Be there for it, right? As well, now that I think about it. Is Mixup actually in the lobby right now? I don't believe so, right?
Yeah, I think, I don't see him here. So let me ping him.
Yeah.
Make sure he's coming through.
Plug in that communication. And we see how everything is progressing since we are still running some losers off stream. Exclamation point bracket. And we always got the good old. And there he is coming up. Except we've got a match ready to come up if you want to come out and support. Still at 390.69. Thank you so much to everybody who's already supported.
I'm gonna step away for just a second here, Spiral, but you got things under control.
Good lead. Coming up. Should have everything prepped away. And now for the tiebreaker. We'll see which of these anchors are going to be able to step it out. Will be Mixup gonna be able to recover the team from it with his Vasaraga, or Skip gonna be able to reverse sweep out the team for his full victory with Soris.
Believe in victory.
I said,
Battle.
we'll see if it's gonna be an explosive start. Or you're talking about jump in, but maybe an issue coming out. Slight advantage, but we see Mixup still gonna be able to take the recovery. 2U up, and we see the Soul Forge already on deck, pushed out into the corner. Negative frame still choosing to press up. +1 onto it. Standard frame trap, rock smash, negative out. We're trying to call it out though. I'll go with the armor out from both sides. Soul Forge and the reactive muscle side swap over with the Pavilion. What a raw 2H. Not gonna be able to cancel into anything. You see armor in through. No counter confirm on the 2M, but still gonna be able to keep up pressure. Clipped over with a low. No light confirm out. Run up throw. Has to be careful. Median up. Double up again. You see, back and forth, still remaining +1. Hard for Voss to deal with all this pressure without being able to stuff it out. Slow normals to try and whip out those impact knuckles. Reset on pressure with his medium rock smashes. What a check coming over with that 2L into 2F. Gonna get the leak on through. Me battalions into the tick throw with the Grenoff. What a cheeky setup. Gonna be able to put himself in the life lead, and the extinction is gonna catch the impact for neutral. Right into it. Do or die, ready to block out the 2U this time, but not ready for the extinction. As we see Soul Forge on deck, whip on onto the 5M with that jump in, pushed out into the corner. As we see the counter confirmed, no cancel into anything. Has to be covered the Savage Rampage, crushing strike, not able to link on through. We see jump in, stagger back out, light throw, whiff punish onto the 2H, rock smash, another one for the counter hit. He has the super as well. Leaping Tiger, charging Dragon.
What a combo! Just coming out swinging. Skip says, "Fuck your 11,000 health." We're in there.
Punch through with that big starter as we see tied up to it though. See that rising slash gonna get armored through. 3 stacks of manliest on deck and a punish onto it. Goes for another one. We'll see Skip going for all these throws and Mixup ready to early tech for him. Maybe choose to go for a bit more of the strike or the throw bait with the UOH. Might not even get a chance to, but we see him pushing onto it. There it is, as I was saying. Pushed out into the corner. Rock smash. Has to go for the 2M lane. Not cashing out quite yet. Just looking for a knockdown. Another UOH for your troubles. Walk up. Gonna be ready to block this out. And still, but no cancel into the super off of the aftermath. Still another chance over for Mixup, but it's still looking dire here for it. Slowly chipped out and just frame trapped over with the impact knuckles.
Yeah, I was telling you guys about this guy. He's insane. Skip is insane. Bringing it all the way back. 3-0 for his team. They're going to advance through winners. That was crazy.
And as Michael Djordan had said earlier in the chat, that's Soris.
He could bring it all the way back.
On all those matches.
He could bring it back, and he did.
Soris did indeed win every match.
The reverse sweep. got Coudro in the Discord. Skip, you are so big and strong. Holy crap. So true. Alright, who do we have up next? We have, oh, we got Michael Jordan's teams coming in. So on the player one side, if I could get, this team here, Michael Jordan, Prada, and I think this is you, Spiral, unless Thoughts come back.
Oh yeah, unless Dog's able to make the recovery, but he's looking offline from it still, so...
Yeah, I think it's going to be you stepping in.
Well then.
Yeah, I can cover the comms while you're out there playing, but until you have to step in, you're welcome to stay on. So I guess communicate with your team, find out what the order is. Yeah, no worries, Dot. Sorry you couldn't play, but I guess your phone's got your back. You can still watch. You can still enjoy. Take full credit for all of Spiral's wins, and blame all the losses on him too.
Of course, of course. Oh boy. I was a bit load off, but I got a big word. Coming to me now, I guess. Let me go ahead and coordinate with them.
This is still winners round 2, so no need to update that. Yeah, the legendary Michael Jordan. Take a look over here at the match arena. If you want to support the players, you can check us out. Here's the match arena can be found here. We got a nice healthy prize pool of $390.69 going directly to the top 2 teams. Shoutouts again to all of their top donors. We got Twani with the 100, Freakmaster dropping $50. This guy, love this guy. He's always here. Mr. Quotes throwing in 50. He couldn't make it here. I think he's at one of his locals. Seth Series, Pillar of the Community, nice 50. Rowlet dropping the 20. Proto J with the 20. TC with the 20. Jason dropping a nice 569. Yomo representing the Calgary boys. One of out there with Skip dropping 5. Milky Guns with 5. Tool dropping 5. And Oddity dropping 10. Love to see it, guys. So if you are enjoying what you see and want to throw some more money to the players, you know, check the match arena link above. So it looks like we have Rose is here, Apple's here, Canis is here, all of Team 2 is here, Prada, Spiral, Jordan, Michael Jordan, all here. So we've got all 6 of our players here. Looking forward to seeing who they're going to send out first. So it looks like Spiral is going to be likely the anchor for his team. So Michael Jordan, looks like he's coming up first. Oh no, Prada coming up first. Here on the player 1 side. Player 2 side still deciding. they're bringing in Rose, potentially. She's probably making sure she's got her character. Almost definitely see the signature Lancelot coming out.
Prada's got a couple characters up his sleeve as well.
Yeah,
At the very least.
think he's mostly been on the Cagliostro recently, so I expect that's what we'll see. But Prada also having a Gran and having a pretty strong Zeta as well, so we'll have to see if he decides to counterpick the Lancelot or opting to stick with the Cag here. So see some Cagliostro versus Lancelot, and we'll have to see how it goes.
Alright. The full intros out of the way. Prada versus Rose started off with 2U up. Gonna be able to avoid it out with the spare body though, as you see. Standard pressure, had to respect it out here. Close heavy, had to check after it though. Reaver wind jump, stuffed over with the last hit of the close heavy. Not able to get the full sequence off, but still keeping on lockdown. Not too sure if it was safe off of the Alexandria, but Rose gonna be able to get something going off of that Delta lead. Overhead looking on through, and the anti-air for that jump in coming in favor of Prada. The layup, try to catch out the fuzzy match, light calculated, no punish over with heavy turbulence, but still gonna be able to keep the pressure. Another rear wind jump for you, but stuffed over, like into it once again, into the second, and just choosing to cash out raw with the Ars Magna after the Mehen. Rock smash out, is that gonna punish it out? No, active right into it with the shoot of Itsugo. Deny it out, and Prada's gonna be setting it up pretty, but that might not be enough though, as you see, a grab on the Ibarra, gonna catch out the jumping reaver win.
That's what you hate to see in the first one. That was obviously a throw bait, right? But it didn't work out. It was just slightly timed wrong, and Prada takes the first round.
Rose is still going to be able to feel the pressure. So going to link on through, and the Mewtwo spare body is going to let it get out, though. Delta League stuffing out that 2H, though. As you see that 5H, not a combo over on hit, but not expecting the Alexandria coming off of it to reset it back at the Southern Cross. What a whiff punish onto a neutral jump throw bait. Wasn't expecting the cross, so what a walk under over by Prada, and what a 2H over on the sequence by Rose as well. What a combo. Cut it back out, trying to stagger it back out. Meter is on deck, and just shooting it to cash out. Like this is a very good enough spin. That's going to put Prada within range with the Skybound arts, but still maintaining out the lead, pushing out through, not too much OP off of it, across over to the other side, going for the double overhead, reset it back, but another Turbo is going to get stuffed over. Missing on the link on through, and we're just going to gamble out with it once again. Chasing out with the Southern Cross, cross over to the other side, and just going for a knockdown over with the Alexandria. Stands it back out, try to get out the fuzzy jump catch. 2U catching out that spare body though, as you see, throw bait out. And a close heavy to tie up the round count. See, double it up, spare body to avoid out. First strike coming over with the calculate, jump in, respect it over on that JM. Let's see, Wogan should have to be careful, but spare body to just get out of there safely. Blade impulse out for the neutral, too high up because of the counter, and unfortunate combo drop over by Rose, but Prada's going to be taking that in stride. A catch over on the man's with another 2U. The lay mash on Prada's end, as we see, throw bait out with the turbulence. And gonna be able to clip him out with the empty low. No full punch, but gonna be able to get the sequence. Empty jump low off of it. Push it on through. Missed combo opportunity. And a bit off of that scramble. Prada's gonna be able to get the knockdown. 2H up. No counter confirmed. We see spare body into the other side. Collapse. And caught out of the movement. Ars Magna off of the close heavy. And that should be enough to seal the round.
Yeah. Awesome round coming out from Prada. Going up early. Giving his team the lead here. So to see, we got Canis and Apple for you still on the player 2 side. See who they choose to send out against this Prada Cagliostro, and you know how they'll do.
Let me see. It looks like they're gonna choose to anchor it up with Apple. So Canis is up to bat.
So Canis coming in. She's got a bit of experience with Cagliostro playing against me, but we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah. Even this Prada guy. And his use of my gun. Very nice stuff. See if Prada's gonna be able to keep up the momentum here. Or if Canis is gonna be able to stop and tie it up.
カリオストロのやつもちょうど着いたところだな。お話って何でしょう。星の島へ行くための研究がついに始動とかだったりして。団長さん、星の島へのお父さんに会いに行くんだよね。それなら美少女なりのおめかしてくっての俺様が叩き込んでやる。
Believe in victory.
Alright, with the full intros out of the way again. Prada versus Canis. See the up to bat. Fair body into the hands. Wonder propped over, calculated, caught onto the other side. And the counter confirmed if it's into it though. Medium Alexandria off of the 2H. Medium with a 5-0. Losing on the turn, but we see the layup. Still working in favor of Prada. Locked down. As you see, crept through with that close heavy. Rolling through with the spare body. Missing out onto it though. Will he bite back? No, just the tick throw off it. That was a pure decisive round in favor of Prada with that perfect 19 seconds in as we go right in the game. 2-1, a counter hit to start with that jump in, a ton of damage off it to it though, but too late on the close heavy. Link still gonna be working on through, keeping up the pressure, still has the regulate, waiting onto it, but wasn't expecting the side swap on that spare body. Diving back up again, heavy calculated, my hands are set up, has to be careful. We see raw Vorpal Blade, I'm not sure she wanted that, but still able to work out for a stand-up freight trap. Meter Vorpal Blade, 5L check, gonna go for the follow-up. Air to air, favorite Canis, able to get that 5H, but not too comfortable with that Link on the juggle. Let's be careful with the dropout, what a whiff, onto the close heavy as well. You see, staggering back out, calculated, jump back, cross over to the other side, and misconfirmed. Thought he caught it out of the air, but Canis gonna get on through, missed. Confirmed, and we see drops out for both sides. Zero situations, heard it out in this best of one. Ready for the spare body, jump back to avoid a bit more chip, jump in and no whip push onto it, just avoiding all the chip that he can, and had the trade, but not in favor of Prada this time around.
Yeah, both players here showing quite a bit of nerves. Definitely both wanting to take this game for their team.
He's going to be able to dive back out for it though. 2-man setup, not going to be able to get too much more. And Canis is going to be able to clutch it out with that sweep, not pushing it right into the corner. But what if you jump low? Right into the high afterwards. Stay it up, we see jump in, JM whiff, but still able to land and get the punish. Tick throw out for it. We see a throw bait or wait onto the rising sword. Joe, just a run up throw here. My head up, but JM actually not able to catch out the crossover to it. Maybe a bit too high up, but still going to be able to get out of that Mahen situation. Still in favor of Prada with that life lead on that knockdown. Checking it out, raw Mahen. Collapse, Conjure gonna be able to push into the second Mahen. Not ready with that far range. 2U up, catching out the match. Hard knockdown, rested dive to get a bit more. But we see anti-air in favor of Prada. Air stall, and push on through. Has to be careful of those calculated Mahen spheres as we see push back into it and try to force his turn back, but still -5. And the 2M is gonna be able to put Canis on the board.
Yeah, tying it up 1-1. I think we got Michael Jordan stepping up for the mirror here, unless the plans have changed. I know they mentioned wanting to keep you as the anchor, so yeah, Michael Jordan taking the seat, and we're gonna see a Djordan mirror almost definitely.
It ain't so.
Tool out here having a moment, dude. He can't take it.
He doesn't want to see his fellow brethren fighting it out. Oh, you see Sam shaking his head over that prospect. It is what it is.
Jida versus Jida. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Pushing on through, flash out the regulates, showing off that mirror too far out to get that 5-8 off of that counter. It rested dive to beat out the spot dodge timing. As you see, slowly push out to the corner, clash onto it, no decisive hits coming over here. As you see, Vorpal Blade only stopping at the first repetition. Djordan, anti-air with that 2H, live warper blade off of that 5N, pushed out into the corner, sweep over for the meat, and a heavy regulate burned out to just get a bit of a push out. Like confirmed, wasn't expecting that run up. High dash speed, but too far for that 2H. Still gonna work on 3 here. Wrong warper blade not to work on 2. Safe jump working out once again. Reset on it into it, and just gonna do another one for the down. Right in the battle 2. Trade onto it though. In favor of Canis, as you see. Hit it out with those clutch JHs right into it. Too high up. And keeping it stable with that medium rising sword. Was expected to cross over to the other side. Reset it back off of that 2M. Has to be careful. Respected out that jump in. Counter confirmed. Too far for the regulate to link on through. And what a whiff push onto it. Reversal over from that other round. Canis is going to be able to get it on the full cycle. And just going to go right into the ascendancy. Keeping it simple with the easy input. As of a foul. We're tied up. Let's see. Back and forth. Resident not able to resolve in time. Canis gonna get the first strike with Fireball War. Going out to what? An anti-air over that run of 5M. Try to keep it safe with the empty jump. But Michael is ready to keep out the approach. Empty jump. Ready to block out the low out afterwards. You see, clash out of the Regan Life too early on the 2H Heartbreaker, but no cancel off into it. Thought she had the Vorpal Blade, but only had the 2 early specials to work with. So Jordan's gonna be able to get off only with a light tap on that auto combo. Pushed out into the corner. Will you see super jump out? No, caught out, trying to move, and we got the crouch confirmed coming our way for Michael Jordan coming in. Push it out. Auto combo, frame trap, might didn't expect it. Able to get the run up throw onto it. Stands it back out. Clash. Onto it, trade onto the Vorpal Blade. They had the exact timing onto it. Those you see kids gonna be a frame trap through. Hard knockdown. Safe jump out to the other side. Got into it, but no cancel off of that air juggle. Push it on through. See back and forth. Regan Laves. Clash it out once again. Clipped over with the low, but too far to get that second 2L. You see, in favor of Michael Djordan, and gonna be able to get the conversion out afterwards with the Vorpal Blade. What a catch over by him. And that's gonna be the second point coming over to player one side.
Yeah, what a confirm coming out from Michael Jordan to seal that out. That was neck and neck down to the wire, and getting this awkward ground to air confirm, getting the auto combo hit, and still managing to convert. Very impressive stuff. So looks like the player 2 side, they're left with Apple for You as their anchor here. She's almost definitely gonna be playing the Zoe. Very impressive player, so should see some good games coming out.
Versus Zoe. Believe in victory.
Anchor out the Apple. The absolute Zoe specialist in terms of knowledge on the character. We'll see how she's going to play it out this matchup. Let's see, 5M to step out that Vorpal Blade. Like I did say, crossover on the rest of the dive. Tried to sneak out Heavy Breath, but not able to get too much going into it. Let's see, not too much getting done. Heavy Breath coming out once again. Link on through with that spinning slash. Keep it safe as we see Mortal Thrust, light aerial spinning slash, but Michael Jordan is ready on the ball to whiff punish it over from the range. Same thing off of that Immortal Thrust. Frame trap over. Link on through and just try to go for the hard knock that too far up. We see still working on his favor. Jump in, respected over by Jordan's side, and now push out to the corner. Long range UH coming in. Safe space. And the spacing trap off of that light spinning slash. What a sequence. Gonna cash out a bit with the conversion. Into the last switch, gonna get a bit more Dragon Meter, and Liren is back up. We got the bully coming out for it. Another spacing trap, not falling for it, as you see the fuzzy mash into the 2M, gonna be able to work on through. Light Rising Sword, finally bailing out of the defense and work on through. Sweeping being a push on through, as we see Heavy Thunder to get a bit more space control. Not falling for the run up low, as we Canis. We see UOH, still gonna be a link on through, but no throw bait. Apple still gonna be living for another interaction. Trying to catch him out with the Heavy Breath. I see Immortal Thrust looking on through. Has to be careful. Close to the chip sequence. So it's one hit into a block straight, and just the run up is gonna get stuffed out with a projectile.
My brother in Christ, breathe.
I was trying my best to. Good to see you here. Hopefully you're gonna recover back. But we still got the match covered up. Standard frame trap covered away. Same thing over on Apple's end. Pushed out to the course. But you see sweeping be respected over. Not ready to punish out the recovery. I see another reset later going on through. Trade. I think in favor of Djordan. still losing out of discreet position, but able to get back into a more comfortable position. And Apple still falling prey to the run up low. No wall bounce to the last hit of the Vorpal play. We see picking out the meaty. Ready out for the throw. Jump in, coming in clutch for Apple, and able to catch up with it. Safe jump out. Spinning slash into the bisection.
One thing I actually really appreciate about how Apple handles these matches is, and particularly the way that they are using all of their specials, not just for oppressive uses, but also using them as a position control. When we saw them into the corner right there, we saw use of, in order, H-Dragon, then Lightning Bolts, solely to kind of work their way out and bring us right back to the mid-game right before Jiva things happen.
Yeah, just trying to keep him out. And we see with all the specials and the spacing traps that she's done with her specials, it's been very deliberate. They push it on through, still trapped into the corner here. That could have been it. But we see a bit more chip, doesn't go for the follow-up, stagger back out of the lights. One interaction out for both sides, have to be careful here. Stagger back out, rest of time on the regulate, man. Careful on the resets, no punish onto it. Jump in over on the heavy prep, and the tick throw is gonna be able to bring him back on that round.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting in that moment, just basically who was gonna let it, like, was Apple just gonna let the SSBA rip, because at that point they had so much of a momentum and any gap in a string could have been death. So there's like a little bit of restraint, but in the end it didn't work out.
Very stubborn on their approach, and Djordan was not able to crack over in the office, showing no fear. And that might be the momentum that Djordan needs to keep it up for this third round, as you see how the knockdown delay up off the overdrive surge, sweeping beam, running out for it, and able to get the anti-air coming in. Heavy Thunder, push it on through, charging for a bit more on the Leern. Not going to have it back up quite yet, though, as you see the anti-air coming in favor of Djordan on this time, not falling for the low. Too far out, though, as you see spinning slash, crept over with the 2U, faking out the meaty, going for the throw. Blue life into the lead. One arm again could be enough to tie it up, though. No counter confirm off of the 2M, but we're pushing back into the mid-screen with that counter hit into the sweeping beam. Back on through, jump back JS, keeping it out, but gonna be able to get it with the Ray Strike. What an anti-air, but whips onto the Vorpal Blade. No follow-ups in the second conversion. True block string, just trying to keep it safe, not falling for any call-out with the SBAs.
I'm curious in that situation if any of the other Vorpal Blades would have caught off that, or if it was just an execution error off of H.
Heavy H was most likely expecting the non-countered anti-air, but might have been able to get the extra link on through, as we see keep out with that 2M, try to sneak in between the sweeping beams, but Djordan's gonna be able to clutch it out for player one side.
Yeah, Michael Djordan clutching it out for their team here. So we've got Michael Djordan, Prada, and I guess Spiral didn't have to play, but he's advancing on as well.
Spiral getting carried over here while carrying me on commentary.
Joining us on the mic now is Seth Series.
Hey,
just Seth.
Yeah, so good to have you here. I know that they were having some medical issues earlier, but good to see that there's no problem now, and good to have you on the mic with me.
Yeah, happy to be here. Hopefully I don't get too dizzy on the mic, but I'm in a chair, so we're at least safe there.
Is it? Yeah. Any problems? You could always bow out.
Let me get caught up on everything. Gotta catch up on the lore here. Especially while we go ahead and get set up for the next match.
Yeah, coming up next we have team Bael, LUEshi, and MVK. If I could have you guys on the player 1 side, and then coming up on the player 2 side, we have Beesu, Shuaboo, and UltVictory.
See, now I was looking at these pairings in bed and just kind of looking. I was like, oh dang, Jerry got the RNG on that one. That team's kind of caked.
Yeah, that team definitely drew some eyes during the drawing, but you know, it is ultimately first to one. Anything can happen here, and this team they're going up against with both MBK and Bael, both very seasoned players, and LUEshi, you know, he does play this game every now and then, and not really known for it, but he's a strong fighting game player in and of himself. So might see some surprising Beelzebub upsets.
In terms of everything going on, I'm really curious to see just exactly how these matches go out, and in terms of like how, like what the send out and what the picking is on this one, because there's a lot of ways that there's a lot of places this could start, or a lot of theoretical safe starters that you could put in as like sweepers, but depending on the way that both teams function, there's a lot of ways this can go.
Oh yeah, I should pop out. That's my bad. Yeah. Are we sorry for the full lobby? Should be good to join now that I've left the room. I'm right about this as a team, but got that nice jam cam coming in.
Over here forcing squatters' rights on everyone. Trying to keep an eye on the bracket here from inside the Discord and inside the game.
Yeah. Yeah, as you were saying earlier, it's everybody over on Shuaboo's team is already carried to run on through. So wondering if what their game plan is going to be going into it.
Zod, while we're getting everything set up, do we have anything we can read or anything we can put through?
Oh, the stream is very much enjoying the jam cam right now, but
yeah.
we might have some
sorry.
Match Arena donations. I don't know if you want to take a look at the Match Arena and see if there's any recent donations. I think the last one was from Freakmaster, a nice $50. Very nice. And if you need to
pull this up right now.
I do believe we have one new one if you want to read it off for us, Seth.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We have a $5 direct contribution from UltVictory saying, need a TO for Shadowverse night. Just a reminder to anyone wanting to get into that game, UltVictory not only hosts Shadowverse nights within the NAPC Discord, which I think there's a command here in the Twitch chat that you can use, but if you want to pick up the affiliated card game to the hit PC game, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, it's there.
Seth making that direct call out for all to put up another Shadowverse night going into it.
Alright, and looks like we have our match settled. So back to Grand Blue. We have LUEshi out here on the player 1 side up against UltVictory himself on the player 2 side.
Wait, did we just get another mirror?
Yeah, this may be the Bubs mirror. Well, we might see Avatar Bael coming out.
Yeah, we might see Bael too. Let's play. Well, let's see. There it is. Yeah, okay,
I was about to say no mirror, but say like I can, speaking just from experience when I met Ult at Frosty, like the UltVictory I knew from Twitter posting and the UltVictory you meet in person is a really funny contrast if you look at it.
Don't worry about it as we go right into it though. Creative Carnal Passion into the pack, and that's already a good chunk. Habakkuk now try to get him out with the Belafonte Wings bestowed. We're not gonna be able to get too much as we go back in towards the full screen.
Alright. I actually really, so one of the things we're seeing here is like a lot of zoning, counter zoning. I actually really like how Ult is using Belial 5U to kind of get into the air and work way over some of Bub's projectiles, and then using that to create an opportunity largely to get in and do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, and we see he's going to be able to flip-flop his side, and no punish on the full sequence of the Carnal Passion. Maybe not ready for it off of how it looks. As you see Shadow Step and to whip onto it, and Ult's going to be paying out dividends with that punish. 5H, the Thora for the down.
I have to say that, especially with that was really good, like really good bait and really good timing from Ult on the actual punish. I was kind of surprised that actually went through and hit, but
yeah, him having the knowledge of Bugs prior to it, allowing him to work through what strengths and weaknesses. As you see, hard bait, Carnal Passion, a ton of damage, and missing out on that 6-frame link. Still getting it locked down. That 5H, whip onto the both sides. Shadow Step, no punish onto it, cycle it back. Not going to get the punish, but caught him trying to move out with that backdash afterwards on the second repetition of the Carnal Passion. Barbados didn't go for the pack follow for the extra damage, but still looking comfortable for it. Plus on that Bella, but no quick confirm out that 2-0. Block under to the UOH.
I definitely think we're in a situation where Ult needs to be a little bit careful about how the follow-ups happened. Obviously, I'm saying this right as we see the round in, but traditionally like right above SSBA range is when Avatar Bael really has to be careful about the cooldowns that he uses and how he uses them, especially with how low health is.
Yeah.
Because at that point in general, once we hit, I believe it's a 30% life threshold, the SSBA is active. That's when most of these games become one touch or one interaction off each other where someone can win.
On the flip side, it's an absolute boon to have an SSVA like that. Full screen to beat out and catch projectiles, command grab with the invul with how quick it is, and definitely his highest damage move to work on through with combos.
I wouldn't sit here and like try to tell someone that's like the best SSVA in the game, but I think conversation to be had about it for sure.
Yep, definitely one of the strongest ones in the game. We see Bael, one of the strongest characters, coming up, push on through. So a very nasty matchup for both sides, but Bael too has the advantage of punishing stuff like that 5H and the JU on block being -5, still having access to the allow 1 buttons, but not as much with the versatility. Shadow archetype that he has, pushing on through. What a trade over with the lights. We're back into the neutral, but a 5H out for the neutral, and should be able to link another one into the Lemegeton.
The trade-off, especially for that, is having some unique punishment options against regular Bael. Is in this matchup, especially, Bael does do a bit above average damage and has the ability to convert from multiple places on the screen. So mistakes in this game that theoretically Avatar Bael could use from range and to get out of are a lot more dangerous, especially considering 3 to 4k damage off a mid-screen punish for regular Bael. It means a lot more against Avatar than it does for any of the other characters.
Yeah, still super scary out for it though. Deja vu onto jump into the spot dodge again on that strike throw situation. And blue life out for it. Maybe MBK has to be careful, but we see crossover, well-timed 5H into the end of Genesis. And that's MBK putting a point on for his team.
Calling Pack Clutch on that one, boys. RIP.
Down for the count.
Both teams are down 1-1. So on Shuaboo's team, we still have Shuaboo and Bael. For MBK's team, we have Shuaboo and Ultimate, or Shuaboo and Beesu, and MBK and Bael are the two remaining players on each of their sides. It looks like let's see what we got going on here.
The Lion versus the Lion.
Oh, sending Beesu in.
It's in the mirror. We'll see if it's going to be able to come in over MBC's end. We'll see both sides. You'd be very comfortable with the character, having that knowledge to punish up, so having to be a bit more careful with that forward approach. As we see, not too much down, just projectile games being played out with the Goishas and the crooked follow-ups, 5H, and there it is, that light punish. Not only Bael can do on himself. Let's see.
That's one thing I think is actually really funny about this matchup, and also technically about Avatar Bael, is just the only person who can punish Bael in some situations is himself, which is just, that's the real protagonist privilege right there.
It's a very interesting quirk that Bael has. We're going to come into it as much as we see UltVictory able to catch out the right timing to beat out the spot dodge OS. Push it up for quarter to quarter, fake out that high, going out low into the tick throw, doubling up again, can only take a couple more of those. As we see 5H coming up, Bael can only got through. Doing it for Bael. The Genesis, gonna be able to get the animation for it.
I'm surprised we got the animation for that. I really thought that at the range it was, we were just gonna get the 2 hits, but
Beesu with the TP on the safe jump. No, Notoria is gonna come through on that one. But with that technical input, a lot of leeway for the Genesis to come on through. And we see MBK with the decisive lead over on the projectile game. Still gonna be able to lock him down with that medium crooked and a whip punish on that light with a 5H. Push that through, stairs it back out. Tried to bait on Notoria too early on the spot dodge. Second hit of the 5H coming in clutch. Same thing with that 2M, just a bit too early onto it. Ripped over and a run up low. Seems to be doing out wonders. 2H up into Lemegeton.
I actually really like the decision making here. Beesu technically probably could have juiced a little bit more, but going ahead and bursting out SSBA to have more cooldowns and more options in the corner is a very respectable choice, especially when I don't think any of the options he had would have necessarily killed.
Yeah, and we saw from here, He was able to work out for him as well, being able to cycle it back into the LUEshi, and still not even really need to get it in to tie up the rounds. Just go back into it. More zoning out with the LUEshi. JL knew he had to get the demon punish. If I'm not even sure if he was plus on hit. Still gonna be able to work out on the scramble in this situation. Heavy cricket off, and MVK gonna get punched over his shots. No, just gonna catch him out with the cheeky run up the row.
Busting out.
Busted out the editorial. As you see, JU gonna be able to link on through. No link into it. As you see, not choosing to go for the punishment on these -5.
Yeah, I was about to say, weren't both of those situations at a point where JU could have been punished?
Yeah, maybe they're just wanting to be a bit more greedy and go for some higher reward strike through situations. As we see here, Beesu able to work out through, but not going for it. Yet again, JU hitting at the right time to get that full combo sequence. Beesu choosing to go for the run up throw. As we see, catching that stagger. Leviathan, no animation needed on that SBA.
Beesu, one of the things we saw, especially in that set, is some really good decision making from Beesu. It would look like early on in some of these rounds that he would lose some of the momentum, but then just immediately make it back off one or two really good decisions. But now, I don't know if we're calling it team captain or what's going on, but Bael coming up and...
Got our sub Bael. Practice out the fairy, choosing to rock out with the fairy.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm guessing some of this was character locked, but...
They can pick characters in between different rounds. This set, if he had picked fairy, you would have stayed on fairy, but he had the choice here before where he could pick fairy this round and then in the next match pick like somebody like Bael if he wanted to. So very interesting choice over on Bael's side.
I respect the dedication to the fairy pick. We've seen Bael talking about this character for the last couple of days, and like I obviously like the play event just for funsies, but as far as he's made it, especially with the team he's on, like running in with that fairy, there's some level of confidence in it. Or maybe just the confidence that his team was kind of caked up, so he could let it rock.
Yeah, as you can see here, running into the train here, what a Heinrich route, keeping him locked down, and I think this is more than just a fledgling fairy play. Showing his versatility with the cast, and his shake on too. Spence not able to link on through here, and the disrespect on the face with the heavy Beppo. GGO set up though. JL to dispel it in the take throw. Beesu gonna be able to play on the time in towards the corner though. See, stagger back out into another one off of the latex. Safe jump out, keeping it jail tight with that close light. Heavy crooked into it, staggers it back up. Early tech, push out of the corner. Trom not gonna be able to link on through. Spectro dive, didn't get the second hit, so not plus onto it. Unfortunately, sequence over, but able to get out back into it. I see fuzzy spectral dive to get us out of the situation yet again.
Especially in this moment, like Fairy kind of losing the corners, especially where she wanted it to be, because with the resources that Fairy had, she had GG set up, she had EX ball, or sorry, SSBA ball, and a lot of different options basically to win that set. But getting pushed out, still manages to make it back.
Yeah. So has to be very careful, be very deliberate in those opportunities where you're able to go for those GG sequences, just like jail tight, and you still have to make hard callouts on stuff like reversals. You see Beppo, Bael, doing a great job keeping out. It has the meter onto it though. Air-to-air favor. Beesu not able to catch out that floaty jump. Locked out to the corner, but Trom to push out back in towards the mid-screen. Got a bit too greedy with that medium dispense. You see jump back. Chose to respect that JH too early on the spot touch. And able to get that counter hit. Whoa, crouch kick counter hit. Beesu not even expecting it of himself. I see back and forth, just trying to bait it out. Though no punish over with that default JL. We see caught out of the movement and cashing out of the Leviathan. Even with the low HP, that still might not be enough to kill.
I don't think this is going to be enough to kill, but it definitely puts Beesu in a very good position. Doesn't? I was about to say he didn't have EX Fireball for any setups, but at this point,
oh, too early on the throw, and Beesu's gonna be ready to check it out for the finish.
Beesu clutching it out for his team. Very close set.
Yeah, able to run on train afterwards. But the other team on player one still showing off a very good fight. And has another chance over in the loser side.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and I'm going to take a look at this bracket and see what we have going on now.
Yeah.
So we are still waiting to find out. Or actually, no, a good chunk of this bracket should have been decided. So we are waiting for the winner of kaypow, SenpaiSpyder, and Coco versus Canis, Apple and Rose, and they will go on to play Team Taco Bael, and on the other side we have Erdior, Cello, and Merp, who will be playing. Sorry, I am. Who will be playing? I can't read. I'm sorry.
Yeah, coming up next, we have Michael Jordan, Prada, and Spiral. And they're going to be playing against Senpai, Coudro, and Skip, and that's going to be the second winner semis finals. So, again, the winner of this will also advance to top 3 to play against the Shuaboo UltVictory Beesu team that we just saw win.
I gaslit myself into thinking the set that I walked in on was the other winner's semifinal set, so there's no one to blame but myself.
All good, all good. A lot to catch up on.
It's all right. We're here for the long haul. It's like the last ride. We're here for it. I can't think of anyone I'd rather be here with. It's gonna be a good time.
Sentiment is shared indeed.
Maybe Tony Hawk. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a couple other Tonys you could pick from.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got some issues with Mr. Hawk's interest in NFTs, but
Look, I promised everyone that I would make fun of Spiral at least a little bit on the stream, so here we are.
Yeah.
give me the lore on this one because I want to make fun of Spiral.
There wasn't really any lore. I just said I would do it, so so here we are.
Well, no, I wanted the Tony Hawk lore. Like
I don't know. His name is also Tony. I just thought of another Tony that you could be with.
I mean, at this point, like, I feel like Tony Hawk is Tony and Spiral is the cooler Tony. Slap some sunglasses on that boy.
We've got
Exactly.
I think some more Matcherino contributions. MP4 throwing in $15. TC throwing in another 10. Old ain't never getting the GB versus run back. He's my child until the end of time. And that puts us at a grand total of $420.69. That's nice.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah,
Also, we got a hot Kaggers from .mp4.
Look, I'd love to give you guys the cat, but I'm not seeing her. I don't know where she went.
That's like the fun thing about controlling the Willy cam is like he's not always there, but you're gambling a little bit. You hit that button, maybe he's there, maybe he's not.
I had to ask Callisto for how the sausage is made, and it turns out so usually it's a live cam, but he's also got backup footage for when Big Willie vanishes, so he's always ready.
Oh yeah, no, we were having a lot of fun with that yesterday.
Believe in victory.
Alright, so up first we've got Michael Jordan versus Senpai. I've not seen Senpai show up in quite a minute. I kind of thought they had just been lost to the net play canal, but I'm really happy to see them back. Not playing Fairy anymore. So it's a winning move in my book. Take it away, Spiral.
You see the killer here, choosing to switch out to the buffs, able to get that knockdown off with that catch on the Karma, but Michael Jordan's gonna be able to get the switch up and the catch onto it. 2 hits on the Rising Sword, still gonna be able to get that to you. Super high Joe stay onto that Rising Sword. Stagger it back over to it. What a catch over in the Shadow Step. And that 5H wave right back into the corner with that wall bounce. Rest of dive out and the Ascendancy. Gonna be able to hit the full string. A ton of scaling onto it. So even with the extra damage from this SBA variant, the Zenith might not be enough. And it's just gonna be right on the tip.
That's the thing I'm always surprised about is just how much that super can kill, even after it's you'll see the end of it and it's 78 hits. How did he still do half my life?
It's treated as that single hit, and it's a bit more compared to your average SBA. It should be about 3,700 compared to the usual 3,500. So quite a good addition onto it. As we see, already with all his poking. 20 seconds into the round, and he's a good chunk of his life, able to get the jump in confirmed. Is that gonna be enough to kill with the rest of the time? Push on through. Rising sword, gonna be able to get the link? No, just a bit too low out this time. The 2 hits weren't able to hit quite right. Langellon able to get out, and still able to catch him out. What if he caught out the whiff throw? 2-0 up. UOH blocked into it. No reversal off into it. And with a bit too much respect, he's go back in towards the neutral. Has to be careful to see just one Regan Leaf might be enough to do it. Maybe 2. We see Chaos Caliber coming in for the clutch whiff punch. Gonna be able to get a bit more. Karma gets the jump in. And the Chaos Legion.
That's. You know, it's making me put on Stage Amps will it kill, but I think.
Yeah, not quite enough to kill. 3 hits, so 80% on that 4500, but the starter was not ideal. 100 damage on that Karma is not a great amount. And catching him in between the black flags, clutching out on a sliver yet again. Doing it against Apple and doing it against SenpaiSpyder as well.
Today I am the RIP Bozo, it seems.
Go ahead and lock it down over on this point spot. We'll see who's going to come up to bat next.
All right.
Djordan versus Vera.
And for the looks of it, we're going to have Coudro going to be taking up the second spot with Skip anchoring yet again.
My boy Coudro has been on the grind lately. I actually really like. I'm really happy to see them back playing more, especially kind of working and just showing up for a lot of events. Been seeing Coudro's lobby, been seeing them. I haven't seen them. This is the first real event that I've seen them in, but anytime that I've been fishing for sets, they've usually been one of the first people to come out swinging.
And more than willing coming out for it to show his appreciation for Vera coming out. Willing to take out the grind. As for her, I'll see if he's going to be able to get a bit more fruit. Very nice whip punch over by Djordan, but not able to catch it out there at that range. Flash situation coming for Coudro. Good on him to not fall for the rollaway sequences. Choosing not to go for the punch just in case he went for the full sequence. Let's see, standard frame trap, push it back out, and able to get the full convert. A bit of the delay of this input, missing out on the second repetition of the vorpal plate, and we're back into the neutral as a result of it. You see here, Scarlet Oath just trying to deny it up though. Maybe this is a missed input, try to catch it up. Another whiff punch, able to work out solid over with that Vorpal Blade. Both sides are in a bit of a dangerous one-touch situation into the supers and caught out on the movement though.
I was about to say, like, especially like in terms of a one-touch situation, both of these characters are very good at that with just how much they both have very good forward moving specials and damage potential off of those.
Yeah, they see
Spicy.
sword and the blade of light.
I feel like that's a Chicago punish, but I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah, they're not ready for it, but still going for a sequence off of it that'll give him the install. Very powerful and can be used to turn back the rounds. He might need it onto it. Will he fall back on the red barrel sword? Let's see, LA match to you and ready to punish it on block. What a wait over by Djordan. And off of that Zenith, gonna be able to get the down.
Yeah, quick 2 rounds down. We're gonna see the OCV here from Michael Jordan.
We might, but
you know, don't count Skip out yet. This isn't the first time he's been in this 0-2 down situation. He brought it all the way back earlier today.
I have not been told about one Skip. Give me lore.
Yeah, he's coming from Calgary. They've got a small group out there that mostly plays among themselves. I met him at Pinnacle. He took a game off my CAG at the tournament before Pinnacle, and I was a little bit shook. So, you know, someone coming out of nowhere, never heard from, to take a game off my CAG. I'm like, uh-oh.
I just got mixed. Like, my man's out here with the Zeta Avatar and the Sora's comes out.
It's a pleasure to watch.
It's about to get spicy.
Yeah, we'll see. I confirm crossover immediately push out. Overweight with the muscle free, trying to make out the rising sword here. Not gonna be able to work out for it fully, but still to get the link on through. Another clutch crossover, no punish out. I see a whip onto it with a roundhouse. Rising sword, not gonna be ready to call it out this time. And you see Jump in, catching out all these whiffs for Djordan, space it out properly. As I see another one with that 5H, no cancel onto it, but we see he'll play a solid neutral game, as Djordan's going to be able to get a bit more space. Caught that anti-air whip, and just chooses to cash out. Good amount of damage with the Rising Sword, and carrying Rising to the corner. Just waiting out for the combo. I cross over into it, walk back to avoid another throw, rest a dive off of the 2H. Another down in favor of Djordan.
There's like a lot of things that happen, but I'm still kind of in my feels about meaty 5U.
That muscle fury was a bit wild, but Michael's not being phased by it at all. You see, he's using to run out of trade, cycling it back out once again into the 2U. Another strike throw in the situation, tick throw, latex, still gonna have to hold this pressure. Standard freight trap cut off of that close video. Jump in, empty jump, and that should be a rest of dive. Didn't even need it. Now perfect to secure the OCV in favor of Michael.
Alright. You know, I'm kind of conflicted because, like, on one hand, as a Chicagoan, I should be, like, very, very supportive of someone who reps our hometown heroes, the greatest basketball team to ever live. The Michael Jordan era Chicago Bulls. But on the other hand, that's a Gita player, and they got some stank on them.
I see. Tool over here in shambles right now.
I mean, I bullied Tool in person, so it's fine. Tool can hold that. We are big chillin'.
Yeah, so coming up next, we're gonna have a kaypow, SenpaiSpyder, and Coco up against Bael, LUEshi, and MBK.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were going to get SenpaiSpyder and kaypow as like the first two going up, and I got really excited because that is like when I think of like two styles that would make for an incredibly entertaining event to watch. Like MBK, like that one just hits differently because that's like immovable force versus unstoppable wall.
Another interesting one that would be sick to see. Not present here at the time, but about two unstoppable forces with kaypow and Jukum.
Oh god. I think that, like, as someone who commentated Jukum's wild run last night, like, I don't think I've had as much like chest pain in a match in a hot minute. Like, I was in danger.
Oh, yeah, still sick to see it. We got the good old tentatively named Vancity Chance with the guest starring SenpaiSpyder versus LUEshi and MBK off the bat.
I'm trying to figure out like who my favorite for this one is, and I don't know. Like, these teams are both like adequately stacked in a way that I think this could go either way.
100%. Well, definitely experienced players in their own right. But we got LUEshi and kaypow coming up.
Like, if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably vote for the kaypow team, if only just because every time kaypow just does round start, M Turbulence, DP, I both die and cheer inside.
We thought, dude, is he gonna rock it out? There it is, trying to go for it, and everybody falls for the curse at one time. You will get counter hit by that turbulence by kaypow, and he's gonna be able to keep that momentum lead to the first one with that Wogenstro sequence. Empty, V moving low, Ray trap out, now reset, ready to catch him out, not gonna be able to cycle back with the Wogenstro, but don't catch him on the other side, still able to get the walk over, middle awkward scramble, but that turbulence just gotta allow him to recover with that white swoogel for the down.
Oh man, that was quick too. Like, that fast run on that.
See, once again, able to only catch out the whip punch this time. Victory preemptive onto the 2H. Still keeping out that momentum. Block into it. Empty. Turn low. Cycle it back off of the Southern Cross pressure. Really go for them cheeky. No, should drop it out though, but no tech over on the LUEshi side here. Southern Cross and the Shadow Step gonna allow himself to get himself out. What a raw 2H catching out that Delta lead. Push it up to the corner, too high up to get anything going. Ready to block it out. Only a small punch, but still able to get the wall bounce out the Chaos Calver. Too early over on the 2H link. And a 2M covered in clutch for getting as well. Storm out. What is expected? Cross up, double up, but missing out on the 2M at the end. Full punish out. No cancel into anything. Just using to reset it off of the auto combo. As you see, air to air. LUEshi's favorite. Able to catch him out. And too early on the throw. Heartbreaker for him. So that's kaypow taking his stride.
I'm really surprised we didn't see run up SBA there from LUEshi because that just. Like, GG's get him with the grab, but MBK going up now.
The Lion versus
Yeah, and now that I think about it, I believe this is the run back from round 1, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure this was right at the start. It was on for the confirmation.
Believe in Victory.
Yeah, I definitely recall seeing this matchup go down earlier, so we'll see if it I think MBK ended up sweeping the team kaypow, Senpai, and Coco, but we'll see what happens this time around.
Yeah, a bit of change on the team order. kaypow gonna be able to secure the early first point. Maybe with a bit of a change matchup here, but MBK is still very not solid. Center back of the line, caught him out of the Amari 2M attempt, push it out into the corner. Turbulence walk out and a hard punish. This is how the reversal tide started. MBK able to run out the trade and deal with that turbulence effectively.
Oh man, I'm just looking at like that life bar, and like I think Lance is legitimately a good character and has options, but jeez, anytime like I see him do like basically chip damage and then just get slapped for half his life, I feel bad.
And then you see him hit that turb counter hit, already taking advantage of the round, show no fear, even if he's showing all his tricks, you gotta show that you gotta deal with it first. But MBK, so push it up. 2M.
Good call out on the command grab.
Yeah, ready to eat out the saga before it can resolve. And same thing with that crooked follow up. Stagger back out, not falling for the late close heavy. And he'll take his turn back for that Southern Cross sequence. Push it out through off of that tech. Keeping it fairly tight off of these hits. As you see, Wogenstrom clash onto the Goetia and spacing it just properly. Wanted to get the plus up block blade impulse, but MBK ready to put himself out of range to whip punch with 5H into the Megaton.
Alright. 2 players left on each side. MBK tying it up. I respect like the humility on kaypow's side, just dropping the perfect 10 on 10 on 10 thing there. Very good show of competitive respect.
So at the Vid City Chaz are gentlemanly bunch. As we see Coco coming up to bat, choosing the rock out with the mirror. We'll see how he's gonna fare with this, as opposed to the Vegeta. We see Fireball Boys coming out with the Goetia, not ready to hit the follow up with the medium crooked. MBK gonna be getting a lot after that jump in, pushing towards the corner. Remain patient over on defense. Reset it back. 2U up for the neutral and preemptive into here. Caught at the approach, but didn't expect it to jump out. As we see hard knockdown. Another safe jump. Caught him out, but no full crouch confirm off of that 2M counter here confirmed. As we see, 2U up over on Coco's end. Back in towards the mid-screen, figuring out the meaty too far out to get anything without the Asmodeus cancel. As we see, 2 L's galore, working in favor of MBK.
One thing I'll say is MBK's defense on all of this has been very strong. He's very confident to kind of reposition himself and work through specific options to get in and out of spacings that would give his opponent setups to B+. And then in moments where we see like stagger pressure or stagger redash pressure, he's always on point to kind of dash and catch it.
Yeah. He's here a simple enough for him to keep up with, allowing him to have that confidence, and also having that spot dodge OS to fall back on defense if need be, but still keeping it solid to where he hasn't had that opportunity to even need to use it as he's scaling up that offense. Miss counter confirmed. Could be another chance for Coco to find himself out of the corner as we see heavy Goisha into the crooked. They crept over with it. Just gonna be for another sequence off of the heavy Goisha. And a whip punish on that 5M with the 5H to put another point on in favor of MBK.
Things are looking dire for the kaypow Senpai Coco team. That was a quick turnaround, so we're gonna need. This is a pretty rough climb too for Senpai. I think he can do it, but it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's where it started. SenpaiSpyder was second to go up against when they had the swap to MBK. He picked out the Uno this time, wasn't able to get it going, so now he's choosing to fall back on the tried and true Matera. Very dangerous spot, like with Uno, not having as much defense to work on through, but the experience in dealing with Bael might be enough to push on through. We'll see if it's going to work out this time. Let's see. Interior side with the sequence, or back in towards the zoning. MBK remain patient, not trying to do any big gambles with the give daddy some trigger parry quite yet. Let's see. Slowly getting poked away, approach out with the run up. I thought you had into it. Heavy crooked. Caught out the frame trap, but not able to get linked into the 2U. That could have been his chance to really snowball out. But what a clutch anti-air.
Saw someone 2H hop. I thought that was impossible.
Yeah, ready to catch out the Zephyr. You see MBK showed off his experience in the matchup. Knowing I'm ready to do at the layer 1. Went over convert. Maybe could have killed there if he got it out, but still able to catch him out with a follow-up.
Getting some hot SenpaiSpyder erasure here in the chat.
Yeah, you push it on through Starry, high shot, 5H for a bit more zoning. Going to be careful out with the seal, but once again, trying to go for the cheeky reset, but 2H up. Missing out the link on the Asmodeus, but that might be good for him. Still able to keep it out, and cycling through all of his specials. Only has the Visago, so just basic strike throw, keep it on through though. Missing out onto the link, didn't quite have the conversion, but still keeping Spyder locked down a bit. As I say, that double Zephyr to get back in towards the mid screen, and another opportunity to try and bring this game back. As we see,
that's it.
H up, and the convert off of the Goisha. The legit.
MBK OC being the team again.
Yeah, impressive play coming out from MBK with another OCV. We saw earlier today. This wasn't his first time taking down 3. Moving along, we're going to have our winners finals coming up next, which is, of course, we have Michael Jordan, Prada, and our commentator Spiral filling in for .mp4's net going out. And then on the player 2 side, we're going to have Shuaboo, UltVictory, and Beesu coming up once again.
Excuse me. Apologies. Oh yeah. Who?
Seems to be like we're setting up with Michael Jordan. Going up against Shuaboo.
I'm just kind of waiting to see, like, Michael Jordan, who I'm pretty sure we all know who it is, but I'm just waiting to see, after this, do we see the mask come off, or what's going to happen here? Sure, we had a little bit of tic-tac-toe earlier, so curious to see how that falls apart.
There goes onto it. The Shuaboo choosing to rock out with the Universe as he jump in push on the Rakshasa. Push it on through into the wall bounce. 2H up. Rising Sword. Got the one hit, so should be able to get the link off with the 2U. Still plenty of quarter out to spare. Not choosing to call out the safe jump with the fleeting spark quite yet. Already a good chunk of zone. He might need to fall back on the parry. And there it was. Want to catch out interrupt, but wasn't quite ready. Didn't expect it to come out like that. But still keep the quarter pressure. No fuzzy mash over on that empty jump. Shuaboo remain patient, just trying to push out a little bit with that Rakshasa. As he grand haste caught him out. See, another time before Grand Haste, catch him out, not expecting that forward plug. Plus onto it, Rakshasa for the hard knockdown. Gonna be able to cycle back with the Spiral Spear. Wasn't too sure on that hit, but able to get another throw with that reset over on the hit. Caught out the movement, peerless stuff off it. Mantra wheel, and what a comeback on that round. Complete reversal from the start. 1000 spear void for it.
That's one of the things that we see, especially in terms of Shuaboo's Uno, is he's very willing to kind of turn like one or two conversions into just making his opponent beat and deal with a lot of pressure. But when I talk to him about his philosophy with his character, he likes to burn a lot of cooldowns and just kind of make you block until he can convert off something, which I think is an interesting approach to this zoner.
Yeah, I think as always, it is like a lot of the zoning is still a bit risky. With Uno, he has the advantages of having the strike, Rakshasa for the first part to anti-air, but still has to be careful throwing it out, as still the basic game plan is going to be approaching that forward and being able to stuff him out. So putting the offense and the defensive pressure on the other player can put a lot with just how many times that you can keep pressing buttons, forcing them to get impatient.
He's also got that like caked up far H. I think we were joking about it the other day, but like I've kind of like started to like brain pill psyop myself into thinking that's better than Bael far H.
Definitely a good one. Here and there for the discussion, but the main thing is that it is still a very strong starter that you could use to low crush at a range, and it is one of his most common starters, meaning that if he gets it in towards the corner, it's always going to be high damage, no matter what cancel he goes into. Let's see, caught him out with the true jailing string low, not for the Spiral Spear. Game 1 going over to Shuaboo.
Dang, we're gonna have to see the Bombo Genesis actually like step in and play, and me have to actually carry a commentary run on this. Let's find out.
Let's choose it to go up for the mid. We'll see if he's gonna be able to get some more points onto the board, or if Shuaboo's gonna be able to put another one for his team.
So before you get started, one thing I actually do want to bring up is, so Prada is definitely a player that I think has been on the come up lately. He's been putting in a lot of work, especially a lot of work with Cagliostro that's been paying off. Prada is definitely like he went from like kind of being a no-name into the bracket to dark horse run killer, and I think it's admirable as from a player growth perspective.
Yeah, and we see him still able to hold his own into it even with his losses, making them very close and getting some games of his own. I see here, starting out the even. I see that 5H starter here, meaning a lot for him, faking out the high, going for the low, off of that big safe jump. As you see, Ruination for the plus frames. Early tech onto it, 5M in favor of Shuaboo off of that situation. Wasn't ready for the spare body. Light's gonna be able to work out for him as you see, tick throw. Land up another knockdown. Caught over on it, caught trying to move, and right into the parry even on hit. No fear on the match or the checkup. As you see, tick throw. Pushed out into the corner, has to be careful as you see 5H. Ruination. We see the mantra wheel, light one. Still negative onto it and choosing to respect it after the one whiff onto it, caught him out of the button. So you see 5H from that class area was in. No whiff punch with that 5H with the Rakshasa as the calculator from neutral comes in clutch. Keep table early tech, great stuff, willing to bet it all because he doesn't want to deal with that potential chip situation on that run up with the late tech. Medium fleeting spark, has to be careful as you see. Just looking for one cancel out from both sides. Just an interaction. Maybe catching out a collapse with the SSBA. Locked down with the traps. JL respected. Late tech over. And now we're into that situation. Choosing to fall back on his second for it. And the same jump. JL.
That was a bit unfortunate, especially considering like Prada was at a point where they could just run around the entire screen and lay like traps and eventually get the chip kill, but just didn't work out. But I wouldn't necessarily like, you can't really call that like a free game by any means. He's incredibly close from both sides.
As you see, but Shuaboo is making sure that it doesn't become that case. No check over on the Grand Ace off the Spy Spirit. Double up again. Going for the throw this time. Confident that I was going to check it out. See, tick throw up with the JL. Just a couple more interactions with the strike or the throw. Ruination off. But we see the mantra wheel. There it was. Not going to be able to get the link on standing. But we see Rakshasa for a bit more chip. And plus on block with that Rakshasa for the perfect 69.
Absolutely.
Nice every time.
One thing we see right there, like, complete turnaround from that first game. Shuaboo kind of definitely looked like a data collection the first time, and then just immediately popping off as hard as possible second. But oh buddy, you gotta go play now.
Yeah, I guess I'll leave you to it for right now.
Go OCV them, champ.
Yeah, we'll have Spiral stepping into the ring, filling in for .mp4. Sadly couldn't play because his power went out, so I feel like we are most likely going to see the Eustace.
I'm actually excited about this. I haven't gotten a chance to see Spiral play, so
I don't know if you've played him, but he's something else. He's quite strong. But of course his opponent is Shuaboo, so might not get to see it in action.
I was gonna say before the day got away from me, I had planned on probably like stalking his DMs, but I'm excited to see this. I think that I've had people describe Spiral's play style to me, and I'm curious to see that in action, especially considering Shuaboo has mentioned that he bases his Uno's play style off of how Spiral plays this character.
Yeah, Spiral's Eustace brings a fresh take. Oh wow, that was an amazing safe parry setup, but he was not actually safe there.
I was always under the understanding that Uno parries didn't have similar aspects to the Loeng where you could set up ways to deal with them, but lo and behold, Spiral's coming out here and just showing people exactly how this matchup works.
Wow, awesome conversion coming out. This isn't quite going to kill, but it's putting Spiral in a great situation.
And something where this entire round, I think, has been defined by Spiral making a very well-earned call-out and then just running with it. We've seen Uno health melt fast. I think that's gonna... Oh!
Wow, rolling through with the 5U punish, that's something that he was ready for. Recovering just in time from the M grenade.
I'm actually really excited watching this because I think in general, matchup knowledge versus Eustace isn't a very common... matchup knowledge versus Uno isn't a particularly common thing. So seeing Spiral use a lot of different options, rotate, set up parry reversals, set up super reversals, these things are in this level of matchup knowledge and the ability just to make callouts. I love it. Like, this playstyle is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, both these characters are rare by themselves, so it's even rarer to see them in the same match together. Much less played at such a high level.
And it's no secret that these two train together, but you can see something, you can hear something to be told to you, and you can have someone, and then you can see it with your own eyes. And let me tell you, seeing is believing, brother. Shuaboo tying it up and taking team match point, or on team match point.
Scores a nice jump in, gets some pressure, but immediately Shuaboo opting to turn the situation around with his counter and calling out the overhead attempt from Spiral, getting his pressure going, activates to install.
One thing I really like too in regards to this is I really like how Spiral uses a lot of his cooldowns and uses a lot of his non-cooldowns. The way that he uses his command dash special to get things set up and set up options from that, I think it's really intelligent in terms of how he handles matchups, and especially in moments where he needs to be right. But unfortunately, after that dominant first round,
Shuaboo closing out for his team.
Counter-adjusted and just ran the train. So we've got Shuaboo. We've seen a lot of OCVs in this. It's getting kind of ridiculous. But we're also at the end of it, so the players who are playing are top-notch. Like, definitely some of the stronger ones. So we have our final brackets decided. We're going to be going down to losers semifinals, where we are going to have the team of Erdior, Cello, and Merp playing Bael, MBK, and LUEshi. Or was that team right?
Yeah, and this LUEshi. It's Bael, MBK, LUEshi.
LUEshi.
Versus Erdior, Cello, Merp. We're going to take a short break to take a look over here at the match arena. Sitting pretty at the 420.69 still. You know, if you're enjoying what you see and you want to see the players get paid just a bit more, then feel free to drop a donation. But otherwise, we're still sitting at this healthy 420.69. Lots of money for the top 2 teams. That's 6 players getting paid out. It's a beautiful thing to see. Here in the bracket, we just saw this winners finals match of Shuaboo, Ult, and Beesu taking it over Michael Djordan, Prada, and Spiral. So that team is moving on to the grand finals. And coming up in just a few minutes, we'll have the loser semis match of Erdior, Cello, Merp versus Bael, MBK, and LUEshi. So let's take a short jam break, see what she's up to out here. Maybe I can get you guys some jam. She's a little bit distant. She's just a little bit distant. See her resting on the couch. She doesn't seem to want to move, so that's the best I've got for you guys. And we're going to go ahead and take about a 5-minute break here before busting into the remainder of the top 3. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. Alright, and we are back. So, we're back here with, I think, Spiral's there as well. And we're going to be jumping into this losers semi-match. Coming up on the player one side, we're going to have this team of Dior, Cello, and Merp. I don't think we've actually seen this team tonight, so it's going to be some new characters coming out. We've got, I'm not sure who Dior plays, but we have a Matera and a Cagliostro on the player one side. On the right side, we have Bael, MBK, and LUEshi, a team that we've seen a number of times on stream already. So we are very familiar with LUEshi's Bubs, MBK's Belial, and Bael's Fairy. So, sitting down, we have our first match underway now. Coming in here,
Cagliostro versus Beelzebub.
Merp's Cagliostro versus LUEshi's Beelzebub.
Believe in victory. Battle one.
I'm going to go right into it. LUEshi, as you see, air for his favor, able to interrupt out the Unisonic. You see Alexandria pushing on through, reset it back at the hand, crossover, gonna get stuffed over by the second one. You see wall bounce Alexandria and stabilizing back into the corner with that spare body. Very nice combo conversion off of that air here. As you see, my hands up, conjuring off the collapse, allowing LUEshi to get that shadow step to get out. As we see, Black Flies interrupt on the vans. It's gonna be a need. Just one solid hit. The sequence out for a counter hit, but wasn't ready for the convert off of the VM Chaos Caliber. Lead it back, spare body, ready to bait it up, but not ready for the whiff punish. Same thing off that yet again, dialing into the collapse cancel, but still gonna be able to catch it out though. Misconfirm over. Just a bit too late on the close medium, but still ready to catch out that shadow step.
Battle two. Engage.
Even enough right in the battle too. Gonna start for it though. Calculate for the neutral. You ever catch him out. Tick throw. I see. Single man setup. Trying to bait on lantern on field. Still remain patient into it. And not gonna be able to catch him. Cycling it back. Just right to get himself back. And crossover against get stumped over by that 2M. They push on fourth. A bit is only coming with these collapse fires and the black flies screwing at them at hands. Just out of range for that collapse hit. Locked into it, but 5M. Alexandria safe range, but still chooses to go with a wild card. With that heavy Alexandria, and all you gotta look out through, and he's gonna be able to get that punish. We see still working out in favor of Merp, and see counter hit off into it, and able to get that close medium to the Ars Magna this time around.
Yeah, Merp bringing his team up in the lead right off the gate. Coming up next, I expect we'll see MBK once again. They seem to have been keeping a pretty consistent order here.
Yeah. Okay, starting off strong, sending the message. Specifically, is $10.31 contribution with "Stay away from my gacha phone."
Sorry,
He's
Merp,
making
I'm
a
gonna take
statement.
your gacha phone. That's
Believe in victory.
He's also going to take that $10.31 for the players here. Put it up to 431. Thank you so much to Merp. You know, the support. As you see, 5H out, caught the whip, but no cancel anything. Wasn't ready for the confirm, but still working onto it though. 5F, 5F, JH, and whip out to the other side. As we see, push it on through and able to get the link out. One conversion. As we see, Modius safe spacing. My hands are set up. Has to be careful with me calculated. But what a check over on the run up. Couldn't quite get anything going. Wrapped out in the corner. LUEshi to get that plus phrase. Clash out in favor of MBK with that 5 frame 2L. Maybe catch out of the movement. No cancel until the Gemiton though. Still has to look for that one interaction off of the strike throw. There it was, but too far out for the 5L. We're giving a lot of chances out to hit, and there it was. This could be fatal tidings. Switch out to spot out Joe West. Not going to be able to get the punish over on the UOH whip. Jump back to avoid on his own tick attempt. As we see 2U. A powerful sweep coming in. Able to resolve just in time to trade well with that collapse. Preempted J, it's just a bit too late, but my hands are not going to be able to punish out that whiff. You see, back and forth. Hold on to the collapse, clashing out on the Goetia, catching the approach, and first strike's going over to Verb. Still in favor of MBK with that Goetia doing a tiny bit more. You see, Light Crook clearing out, only a small trade. And the inner in favor of Verb, gonna be able to get on the link through, but just a bit too late on that link. And one made out for a close heavy, able to slide through that light heavy Notoria. Not too much horizontal to it, as you see. Not going for the spot though, HOS, just a raw mash. Aaron Mahans has to be careful. 2H cleared up, but no calculated speed to challenge it. As Merp maintaining it, looking to stay at comfort, just waiting for the Mahans to come back up on the ground, but Goetia in the nick of time. And the run-up had the confidence as we see push it out through. Too far off for the 5H. We're locked down to him towards the corner. Has to be careful. Will we see more strike throw? Losing out on the turn here. Great drift out close heavy. Just a bit too slow and a bit too high up to get stuffed over by that JL. Take still coming after the Stylo. Technical input, so getting all the damage that he can. Doesn't go for the safety. Just a run up off it. 5L check. Double air still out with the air my hands and the spare body to get himself out. Can't get the punish. See 2L clearing out second, so no fear up here. Tries to go for the shimmy up, but 2L check on the low, clipping him out, but no confirm. Going for Merp. Has to be careful on both sides. MBK maintaining the lead, but 1-5H into it, not gonna be an issue. And look at Gemma 10, just barely hitting out of the max range to get the point.
Yeah, evening it up 1-1. Merp going down to MBK's Bael. I wonder who this team is going to send out next. If you've got Erdior coming in, or potentially Celo's Matera. Not sure what Celo's comfort level is fighting MBK's Bael specifically. Obviously, he's played against many Baels, and there's no way that he's just going to fold in the matchup.
See Celo coming up.
Yeah, so we'll see how Celo's Matera here fares against MBK. I think we saw MBK play against Matera earlier. I can't recall who, but it did not look good for the Matera.
Yeah. Celo has into the bat. And it might be a bit more dicey over in the same situation too, since we do have a coast to coast to deal with as well. So we'll see how both players play in spite of it. You see, great fall gonna be working on it too, and save Zoe just like this fight. Gonna be able to keep it out and get a good amount of pokes. Still going on through with the 5Hs, the Starry Sky highs and lows, and the seals. Fixing it and leaving in the Zephyrs being a bit safer compared to Spider, where MBK was ready to anti-air all of those jump-ins onto it though. Ready out for it though. Zephyr right over it, and we're just gonna cash out early. Have the meter this early on. The big life lead, let's extend it even further beyond. No seals to work out through, but able to get that safe jump. 5H out. Seals are set up. Trade onto it. And gonna be able to clear it out. Oh no, we have punish on the 5H. Counter recovery onto it as we see too far out. And Celo ready with the walk back and the punish with the throw. And he's looking solid so far. A little bit of a change up in the stratagem compared to Spider, allowing him to push out a bit further. And MBK looking to play a bit more patient, still slowly approaching out with these jumps and these crossovers. Might take it a bit more careful, not taking as much damage, and able to get in this time. Had to spend the heavy ass mode. He is too far out to take that 5L from the looks of it. But we see Celo gonna be able to get himself out of the situation once again. 5L. We got the mix coming in. Single over it, not able to get it, but another reset. Thought the second Seal Frog was gonna come in, but MBK not ready to challenge out the gap. But what a challenge over on that one. Great fall, gonna be able to go through with the sprint. We see pushing on with the 2F. JL clash into it, and a clutch. JL not gonna be able to get the full convert. And Celo still living with the deficit. We'll see if he's going to be able to bring it out with all this poking. CO Proc out, single over it after this effort. JM, reset it back. MBK not ready to H it out this time around. Let's see, spend it onto it. Great fall, a bit more chip. We're suddenly just about even. Have to hit that threshold early. JM, 5L going to get a bit more crossover. Still going to be able to block the crooked follow-up in time. Anti-air, but wasn't expecting the grounded hit. Got to dial into the cancels, and the safe jump gonna get me a bit too antsy on wake up there, allowing Celo to take it.
Yeah, impressive play from Celo there, and Erdior pointing out that MBK actually beat Celo last time when they were playing against each other, so this is a bit of a reversal from what we've seen. And so now we have Bael coming in. I think he's still gonna be on the ferry. I think he's committed to the pick and just bringing it out. This matchup obviously changed quite a bit when Fairy's Whip no longer pierces projectiles, so... but then again, Bael didn't play Fairy back then, so we'll see how he approaches the matchup and what comes out.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of interesting defensive tendencies, like with the fuzzy JU that he's inherited back when he was playing 6, and his offensive pressure is still very solid, super strong. I was definitely thinking of a experienced Fairy player pushing on through Gespenst, and there's the clash on the projectiles. Spent the heavy Gespenst, but still had to hold out the single light version of the Starry Sky low. As it back up, we see just a bunch of zoning in terms of normals and projectiles for the most part here. Air, Fair Cell, keep out the pressure as we see Starry low, crossover on the Gespenst, looking to slowly approach and looking to take up the offense as we see Bael pushed in towards the corner. 5H, convert into a GG cross up into the other side. Will he go for it? Not gonna spend it out for the Vergifting quite yet. Will we see the Heinrich over on the air reset? Just a tick throw off of that 2-0. Fear thrown off of both sides. Staggered it back out for the frame trap. And no meter spent over for Bael quite yet. She's remaining patient and just looking for another opportunity to grab him out with the Gespenst. Spent it earlier for it and wasn't quite ready to anti-air the Zephyr jump in, but still maintaining out the life lead and looking to choose the lame style. Pushed out from corner to corner here. Empty. Zephyr gonna be pushing on through. Had to get the auto combo to stabilize it, but it's still too far out to get that 2H. Still gonna be able to work out with the strike throw stage. 2H single overhead off of Zephyr JM. Plus frames off of the Starry low. JL up. Still keeping it. The pressure and retreating back. This time with Bael at the disadvantage. A little over 10 seconds left on the clock as we see Bael's gonna have to look for one solid hit. Has to be careful out with the low into the Aether. That's something scary for it. As you see, Vergifting cancel. You can look for the cancel. No, just get too far to actually make it jail and cover out the projectiles. You see Cello ready for that experience and just catching him out with the punish on that Star low afterwards. That's the Cello. Look, carries it out for his team as we see the Spectral dive. Keep it out of the plus frame pressure. Tron to push back in towards the corner. And Bael back into looking for an opportunity as Cello is forcing his way in through with these lights. We have to 2H crossover, not able to get punished out with that 5M. Spot dodge on the Gespenst, and we see both sides being very patient with it. And methodical over to their approaches. You see Cello still choosing to maintain offense. Caught him out of the throw tech. That's going to push on through. Great fall seals for the sequence. Messed up the air star, allowing Bael to sneak himself out of there for another GG setup. Double out the low, whip onto it, into the tick throw. Will we see the Heinrich come out? No, staggers it back out. Plus on block with that close heavy. What are you trying to do here? As we see Gespenst burned out. GG for the sticks locked down, and we see that same sequence over the Heinrich. Try to keep it up for it, for the instant high-low. Able to block it out, not ready for the tick though. Still has so much time to work out. As you see, another one with the instant overhead. Able to link on through. And Bael being super efficient with that Heinrich that's high up the rounds. John through, staggered it back up. We've already through here. You see Cello might be able to move a bit more, but Bael gonna be looking onto it. Safe cancel over into the Tromp. Starry low. Bael not gonna get stuffed over. See neutral jump. Straight onto it. In his favor, and we see the crossover gonna be able to work on through with that Starry Eye. Safe jump out. Just a bit too antsy with the wake-up situation, but too far out to get the great fall. Bael not gonna be able to do too much in that scale situation as you see it jump back to avoid on the strike throw or back in towards the neutral. Cello in towards the lead with meter on deck if need be to catch a floaty jump. As Bael slowly building back the meter. We'll see if he's going to be able to get a chance to use it. As Cello looking to straight up bully him with the Zephyr. Back into it. Plus frames with the air star. He's got a shot. Same thing on the Grateful. Staggers it back over with the lights. Still Silver Blood's out to work with. Spectral Drive working on through. Not able to get a link to the standing, but still able to keep the turn from those two hits. And the unfortunate spot dodge is going to be able to get caught out by that slow Starry High shot.
Yeah, Cello in a very close game manages to take it over Bael and seal out the team. Moving on to losers finals will be Erdior, Cello, and Merp. So we're going to ask them to stay on. And coming up next, they will be playing up against Michael Jordan, Prada, and Spiral.
Oh yeah.
let's see who each team is going to send out first. Since I think traditionally we've seen this team bring out Michael Jordan on the player 2 side, and on the player 1 side, we might see Merp start again. I will have to see. Alright, we've got Air Dior sitting down to play against Prada. Okay. This is the Avatar Bael versus Cagliostro. This is a very explosive matchup. Both characters able to delete the other one very quickly.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
See, go right into it. He's gonna rock it out. But first strikes to go to Prada with that catch with the spare body. The layup, back throw. There's an air out of the corner, but you see right in the spare body. Air collapse on the jump and one sequence out, but too far to get that 2H. Mash out. You see Cardinal Passion chose to respect it. He was -6. Waited for the follow-ups. As you see, able to get that knockdown. Habakkuk off of the wings bestow. Gonna get a bit more chip off with the lasers. He jump back in towards the corner. He rejected truth. Gonna get whip punched over and caught on the other side of the spare body. Already to use the block button now for that sequence. As we push on the battle 2. What's the engage start? Looking out for both sides. As you see, heavy in my head. BM calculator. Habakkuk's gonna be able to clear out the traps here. Clash onto the projectiles with it. Still working on it. We see the AU pack fall up to get that hard knockdown. Light Cardinal Passion. Minus up, but still product. Able to take his turn back over there. That first sequence. See, 5H. Light calculated. Fair body up and see. Push it on through into the 2 traps. Not gonna get too much, but still a good check of damage. Push out to the corner. You see Air not choosing to fight back over with the blind devotions on defense quite yet. Might not even get a chance to off of this auto combo. Ars Magna. And the finish in favor of Prada.
Yeah, very strong showing from Prada's Cagliostro. You wouldn't guess that he's only been on the character for about a month, give or take. I remember not too long ago I only saw just he was on Grand for a bit, and before that it was Zeta, but now he's having a very strong showing with the CAG. But speaking of CAG, unless Merp is bringing out the Zoe, I think we're going to see a CAG near. What do you think about that, Spiral? Always a fun matchup.
But he's using too. He's willing to rock out with the mirror. It is very interesting having to keep in mind of each other's no-hand traps as you maneuver around with the spare body as well. We'll see if Prada's going to be able to eke him out. I say we got the more experience, but you see too far for that light X-ray Djordan. Caught out of the movement. Our Merps are going to go right into it. Good damage off of that 2 HP of Alexander. Push it out into the corner. Guys are back of the lights right into the 5H. Heavy calculates spare body. Gonna be able to sneak in with how negative that was. You see, light in my hand. Spare body. Respected out the jump and didn't expect the hit. Goes for the reset throw and a late tech coming out of our Merp's end here. You see, air stall out. And the air spare body gonna be allowing himself to get out of dodge. Trade in favor of Merp. Look at all that Oki that he gets. Plus on block with that spare body. Early tech up. My 5H was fast. They're here. Ready on the trigger into the Ars Magna. Push it right into it. Air my hands. Calculated out for the neutral. There's a back out. Tick throw. Late tech. Double it up. Carter not ready for that one. Pick it up. And not going to be able to get the setup card to give himself plus. Miss sequence. Try to get the air my hands from the looks of it. As you see. Merp keeping it jammed out with that 5M. Push it on through with a collapse. Going to be able to get a punch. A lot of recovery with that calculate. This could be the reversal that Prada needs. Fuzzy jump catch over with the closed heavy. Push onto it. Still in favor with it. Press this fastest button, but that was out of range. Alexandria into Ars Magna. Once again, missing up for it. TK puts in for it. That could be fatal. Keep up the advantage. Will whiff onto the spare body. Conjure up, not getting pushed on through, but that 5M on hit is going to let him confirm off of the head.
Merps Cagliostro. You probably know him from his 9th place finish at CEO. Very impressive stuff there, and he's showing that it was no fluke. Taking out Prada and bringing us down to just Michael Djordan and Spiral left here. So, see, it looks like Michael Djordan stepping up to the plate. Going to show us what his Vegeta is made of.
Vegeta. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Michael for the plate. We'll see if he's gonna be able to stop the momentum. Murph has been gaining here, but we see the meme calculate crossover spare body and got the close heavy. So much damage off of this good conversion. As we see Alexandria push out to the corner, calculator for the neutral, go in at the button, heavy my hand, not going quite to strike around this situation. As we see 5H bullying out, conjure up, just keeping him out of range with it, just straight up bully with these collapses, anti-air with a 5H already. Just a sequence of whips, whipping over with these by hands, leak on through, and just a raw Ars Magna for the perfect.
Battle 2. Engage.
A situation over for it though, as we see IAP coming out with those spare bodies, caught out trying to move, got a bit too greedy over the lights, but no check over on Michael, didn't expect the air reset. As you see, gonna be able to get a chance for a bit more over, show it over here. Just to keep us in the same trap with a lag calculator. Has some hand set up, building up with the collapses. Gonna be able to leak out through, but too far to get anything from it. Air actually in favor of Michael, even with that air block, a bit too high up. Making confident to take back his turn. Has to be careful with these lands. Caught in the run and spare body here. Spot dodge, able to catch out in time, and just looking for the light link. Not trying to push it out. On the Ars Magna, not enough to kill, but when we see the fireball trap collapse up, and the heavy calculated. The classic knockdown sequence from it.
Yeah, Spiral taking the lead in the set is Merp, and all that's left over here on Team 2 is Spiral. So Spiral's going to be stepping away from commentary for just a minute to get in here with his sick Eustace.
I might not be, actually.
Or maybe not Eustace, I don't know.
I need confirmation for Duel. Will he? I saw in the chat where you're passing by earlier. He said if I commentated my match, he would put all of what's in his matcherino into the pool.
How much is in his matcherino?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a John.
It could be nothing. He could be trolling you. He could be trolling you.
But we're trying to support the players, like with what Spooky said. Like with Spooky, like, support the players out here. I need a confirmation from Tool.
Supporting the players. Is Tool going to support the players? Is that what we're about to see? Are you about to commentate your own matches?
He's trolling you guys. He's not saying anything.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
Dude.
Leave it to Tool.
Okay. Alright. Wait, is he actually?
How much is in your matcherino, Tool? How much is it gonna be?
Let me get my wallet. Whoa. I didn't know we're doing.
You gotta tell Spiral how much you're donating for this incentive of Spiral commentating his own match. $2? What?
You know? You know? But I can make it 10. Yeah.
It's up to you, Spiral.
I'm more than willing to do it for the Grand Blue Boys here. Let's give it a shot. It's been a while.
I'll cover for you if you freeze up. Focus on the match first. I got you.
Okay, I'll put it on for that too. Oh, it'll be better when we do a commentary. It might be terrible for all you guys though. What if I
focus on the match first? We'll see. They can.
Oh no, dude.
He's gonna Twitter clip you, Merp.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'll be sure to. Don't worry about it, dude. We'll see. I might be onto the multitask, but take a quick breather. Alright. Round off the team on the player 2 side. We got Spiral versus Merp coming up. Down 2-1. We'll see if he's going to be able to bring it back from the brink here. Too many opportunities to play. I see Merp just for on a hot streak, warmed up, and able to keep up the pressure. They're going right into it. We're just looking for the round start slow killer, trying to catch out any movement for Coudro to move it. Still holding on to it, looking to hold on to the pressure. And we see the rat race come out, spot dodge, still taking to keep out the turn. We see the stun line, check up to it. My hand set up, caught out of it in the full sequence. Not too much Okia for it, but we see delay 5H. Another Alexandria coming on through as we see sweep. Just another silver freight trap. Jump in, JM. No catch over in the man. Still too far. I was see jump in. Crept over with it once again. Wall bounce with the Alexandria. Stabilized now with it. Will he choose to spin it out? No, not quite. As we see, too late on the 5H call out on the assault knife. And that's going to be round 1 going over to Merp. See the last chance over for me to try and get anything going. We're just going to start out with another rat race. Push it on through. Good spot dodge over to it. No check onto it. And got it with a bit of disrespect as you see. Don't let it up. Still using to reset it back. Not ready up for the anti-air. +1. Stairs it back out to the lights. Calculate coming up for it. Doubling up once again. My hands for the sequence. They see standard frame trap. Doesn't have to work, but they see not even to get too much more. Anti-air disfigure with that JH. Doubling out once again. Another wall bounce. Stable it back out once again as we see. My hands out. And finally, going out with the throw. Lightman taking out. Looking to bait out something, but no reversal is on deck. Able to clear out the traps. Fortunately, for him with that 2M, still able to call out the trap. Double it up. I see, miss it out onto it. Light grenade, still negative, still looking to take out his third. Spot dodge out, ready to catch him out with the spot dodge. At the max range, Rat Race gonna be able to catch it out. Link on through with the Flaming Thunder, and we see the UOHP coming over for it. +1 onto it. Started back out to the lights. Slow kill to get shot. Jump in. Too late onto it. As you see, close heavy. Doubling it back. Gets it out with the throw bait. Flamic off of the rat race with that 5L link. And we're tied up over on the round count. Pushing on through. Charge over on the slow kill. No, just a jump back. Just trying to kill the advantage. Jump in. Trying to evade it out. Too late on the interior this time. Crouch confirm off of the Alexandria. Watercolor cover over for as you see. Hold on onto it. Full auto combo. Calculated. Spot dodge. Oh, wait. Push it on through. Heavy rat race off of it. Don't wait on the spot dodge. Push it on through with a close combat. Procking it out with the stun light. Standard freight trap. Push it out. JU should be able to get the punish out for it. Bad sweep. It's over by Spiral. Let's see. Double it up. Another one. Collapse. Too far to catch it out. Able to clear out the trap. Still has to be careful. Jump in. Air coming out for it. Has to be patient with these 5Hs. Doubling out and just not going to be able to catch him out for it. Push it on through with the Ars Magna, and that's going to be it for Spiral and his team. Very nice attempt over, but that is going to be Merp's team moving on to grand finals on the loser side.
Yeah, amazing play coming out from Merp. I mean, you can't sleep on Spiral, right? But, you know, Merp able to seal it out with Cagliostro here. Moving on to the grand finals. It is going to be Shuaboo, UltVictory, and Beesu versus Erdior, Cello, and Merp. So let's get that overlay updated.
Let me get right back into the stream. As we see here, while we wait for everything else to get set up for grand finals, the grand finale, we got our 2 Foundations coming in. It's coming out with that bounty tool with the direct contribution of $10 and Rally with the 15 with a comment. Spiral Hero Z is truly the most erudite, cultured intellectual of our generation. Much appreciated for the compliments. So that puts up our pool up to a clean $456.
Yeah, first up, looks like they're sending in Shuaboo to start it out one more time. And they're on the wrong sides. I don't even know how they got on the wrong sides.
Oh god, I guess we put it onto it. Very fresh, real quick overlay out as you see Erdior catching him out with that Habakkuk after the wings bestowed. Push it onto a 2U, safe distance, a good space over at Shuaboo to keep it safe. Grand haste off of the projectiles clashing, allow himself to sneak himself in. 5M, still negative, but Kai to catch out the approach of the Carnal Passion. Shuaboo ready to interrupt it. As you see, 5M doubling up, just looking to stuff him out, and there it was with the longer range 2M. Ruination off, and the Rakshasa from the range. No blind devotion over for Erdior. You see a very patient on defense, but he might need to buckle back at some point. As you see, there it is, but not on the safe jump. Fearless thrusts out into the Astral Lance. See, gotta get back there. Hopefully he won't get too dissuaded by that DP beta. See, push it on through. Spire Spear traded out with the Habakkuk. Let's see, 2U still at a safe range and able to clip him out this time for the hard knockdown. Throw up and look at the damage even with that throw. There's that safe jump coming in, but thought it wasn't gonna hit. AU Pack chose to respect it, giving Erdior the plus frames off of the pack to AU. Let's see, Habakkuk denied by the Rakshasa. 5M, 5H, Ruination off the Spire Spear. No blind devotion quite yet. Playing it patient as you see. Taking all these plus frames and finally getting out on the final frame trap, allowing him to cycle it back, but what a wrong match. No check over on the first repetition of the Carnal Passion, and a sneaky Barbados off of it. Doesn't go for the back follow, choosing to reset back in towards the neutral. Bael foul. No whip punch coming over by Shuaboo. Plus frames onto the Ruination. 5M check. Back and forth. And the Mantra Wheel out. Doesn't know his plus. Shuaboo looking to take back his third comfortably. Using all his checks from Uno. Not very comfortable over as you see spot dodge. No punish over with the check on the Bella. I see slowly getting chipped out. Shuaboo only needing the one hit. No jump in punish on the Habakkuk. Very strong with it. As you see, empty auto combo. Ready to bait out the blind devotion. Looking for a cancel, but nobody was there for it. Shuaboo taking game one. See, Shuaboo.
Yeah, Shuaboo been grinding the Uno for about a month now, almost. Obviously, very strong player. Probably seen his 6 at Frosty Faustings and at CL, but his honor is no slouch. But we're gonna have to see how it does in the zoner mirror with Cello bringing the Matera.
Okay, very classic matchup, but just flipped on its head a tiny bit more. You see, he's been doing well though now against the unit. We'll see if he's going to have some responses back into it. With the anti-zoner approach. Now you see the medium fleeting spark, the crux of it, being able to deny out the neutral of any projectile. As you see, Fuzzy catch over with that close heavy. Caught out of the match. Mantra wheel repetitions coming out with the medium and the light. Plus off of it and close heavy push it out through. Not enough to kill the Rakshasa. Could have gone out with the Spiral Spear cancel or the Astral Lance, but still hits out with chipping him out. And you see, not much you could do past that spot dodge to try and avoid chip situation with that frame trap. And looking to keep the sweep up as you see Peerless does whip punish onto it, but not enough hits done to work out with a link into the Rakshasa. 5L, catch him standing, confirmed with the Star Sky. High, no catch on the safe jump with the fleeting spark. Look at through. Cello looking to give him pressure. Would have wanted to throw, but only a 5-0 punish for Cello. Able to catch him out raw. Seal setup, looking to bait out a parry. Anti-air for your troubles. Destabilized a little bit with that single seal proc. Unfortunate stuff over for Cello. But we see break onto it. Wasn't expecting the delay frame trap with the air starry sky shot. And Cello's going to be able to make a safe recovery into battle 3. Alright, he's gonna be taking it. Cello be able to take out the recovery as you see. Stare back at a light. Starry load kill with a plus race. Be a Phoenix Spark. Not plus, but not able to get the punish. First strikes go over the Shuaboo with that 5M. Crush with that Ruination. And off of that 5H. 3 of the candidate with the Rakshasa. We got the auto combo. And see Air Mantra Wheel. Plus frames right into the tick door. Will we see another thing on that sequence? Yes, we will. But a late tech clash onto it though. Choosing to go for the spot touch. Not equal on the buds. Choosing not to interact with the situation. I see V-Phoenix like safe from that range. The Matera and too early on the close heavy. Caught him onto the other side when it was the cross up. Empty hop low with the Zephyr. Gonna be able to get that second seal proc. No cycle it back. Miss link over with the 2H. Unfortunate stuff. As you see, Fleeting Spark off of the latex. Just trying to get off of him. And the spot dodge OS gonna be doing wonders. Beating out that UOH. Specifically for it. Good option. And the rapid pulverize. Scaling off of the auto combo. So that shouldn't be enough to kill from the looks of it. Knockdown state, gonna set up with the 1 seal, 5H into the mix-up. Not gonna be too much, just looking for a bit more chip. Shuaboo has to be careful as you see. Fleeting Spark was on deck, but too early. Counter hit Alpha Pass, and Cello is going to be able to clutch it out. A quick one, and UltVictory's going to choose to come at the bang. We choose to go at the Bael 2 to try and rock out against the Matera, or choose to switch over to the buffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's mostly been playing the Avatar Belial, but obviously Beelzebub is a character he's well known for. So.
Yeah. We get to the load screens.
Yeah, it's the Avatar Belial.
Yeah. Choosing to rock it out. And aside from Rowlet with the 69 cents to put the prize pool up to $456.69. Also, I'm fixing the pop. Fuck you, Merp. Back into the match though, as we see. Sorry, High sees that with the seals pushed over to the court. She's gonna block it out as we see. Wings Bestow gonna be able to steal back the turn with the Bael dive kick. Here, Carl Passion lend the whole thing. Rock finished another push. Tried to go for an OS, but 1H is not gonna be able to work out for both sequences of the pack follow up. And the Cardinal Passion finish. Double overhead. Not able to pocket out, but just the wrong Cardinal Passion. Maybe with a DP, but still gonna work out. Jump in punch. Close heavy into it. Just gonna get out damage for pack. We'll see if it's gonna be worth it. We'll jump back into it. The Barbados right into the Blind Devotion. Cello walking back from all of it and just gonna be able to get a small whiff punch over with the Starry Sky Shot. And see back in towards the corner. Still Dire Straits in there. A couple straight arrows. There it is. But one more is gonna be enough as he caught the walk forward. Back into it. Another one. Spot dodge. Actually, gonna be pleasant as it is. What a timing onto that spot dodge. Safe jump off. Seal proc. What's the sequence? Single over it. Delay it back. Try to bait out the Blind Devotion. As Ult is just doing the Hail Mary. Run up into it. Too far for the Barbados. Just trying to get a bit too tricky, but it might be too much over at this point. Just trying to play a standard game and frame trap out Matera if he can get in. As you see, approach out back in towards the corner, but he's still dropping her out. Backdash up. Havoc gonna get stuffed over, getting the Great Fall link. Safe jump into the seal proc. Will he go low this time? No, another single over it into the frame trap. Reset it back into the seals. Wasn't expecting. As you see, those seals lock. Double frame trap and still gonna be able to link with that JH. Very nice stable play over from Cello. Gonna be continuing the streak, forcing Beesu's hand.
The Lion versus Matera. Believe in victory.
Obviously, still familiar sights over for both ends. See if Beesu's going to be able to keep on the streak. And we already got a good start. Jump in, able to get in on that with 5H. Faking out the meaty, going for the throw. Late tech over on Cella's end. This time with the early, tries to force his way through with the 5H, but the frame trap coming in clutch. Still able to block it out for that 5L on the parry. Gonna give Daddy some sugar as you see. Seal proc down, not able to lock him down. And a safe jump, still keeping it with and safe out of range. One seal into another one. Still going for it again and actually punishing out the recovery with that Zephyr Lock due to the landing. See, push it out on through. Steady pressure out. Cello didn't hold it out though. Missed hit confirm off of that 2M. You know he wanted that late cancel to the Asmodeus, and now he's gonna be fainting. Pushed out into the corner. Locked down into it. Still plus on air block with that 2H. Empty off low. No, Notoria denied. No match coming in either. Just gonna be able to disrespect it out. No catch onto the spot dodge as well with that Zephyr JM as we see. Tick UOH catching out the approach. Flipped over with the low, and the JH stuffed out of the extended hurt box with that seal proc. Could be one push over to the reset. See, air Starry shot, Starry high, doubling up once again. Anti-air for your troubles. Great fall. We got the seal proc into the safe jump. Yet again, same sequence, just able to do it just in time, not able to beat it up. As we see, Beesu getting a lot of dividends off of it, but still getting anti-air a lot of times. Miscounted link with Cello's end, but still maintaining a lead. This could be what Beesu needs. Push out to the core with that one interaction. Delay 2F, exit back over to the 2Ls, go Weesh for the plus phrase. No spot dodge show extra, just ready to block it all out. Safe jump, cross over to the other side, caught out trying to move, and the cash out with a dense caress. Scaled off of the auto but that should be enough to close out the round. With that, I think we have a reset on the bracket, right?
Yeah, that's a reset. So there's one more set to go here in Grand Finals. Cello clutching out for his team, bringing Shuaboo, UltVictory, and Beesu down to the losers bracket.
Alright then.
Both,
That match still warm.
yeah, both teams can choose a new starting player.
I wonder how they're going to rearrange it now with Shuaboo
And
back up first to bat.
yeah, they have access to the full range of characters once more. You know, obviously Shuaboo has a number of characters under his belt. UltVictory has the Beelzebub. Beesu most likely will still see the Bael. Dior on the Avatar. Stylo on Matera. And Merp will almost definitely still be playing Cag, though he does have the Zoe in reserve.
Is this?
Okay,
Oh boy.
Looks like we have an Avatar Bael mirror with UltVictory coming out first up against Dior.
With all the choices, they're choosing to stick out the mains, leading to yet another mirror match that we've seen tonight. See, because of LL2's really diverse kit with how much specials he just has under it. See a lot of different ways play, so we see how we're gonna mesh together. Havoc Cooks, ducked under with the 2L, and we're going right to the wings of the stone. Hard knocked out with it. Stare back at the close medium, rejected truce for the frame trap into another pack. Try to shimmy it up. Disrespected +1 into blind devotion. Still getting out of bad as Dior is gonna be able to punch on through. Look at the damage even with follow-ups. You see, Wings Bestow just using to block out the Havoc Cooks. Too low to the ground. The light version gonna be stuffing out, causing him to lose. Plus on block with the heavy rejected truce. I see back into it. We see Zoni destructive delusions. Havoc Cooks ready to block out the air. Hold on the Havoc Cooks. Ready and out there. No pack follow-ups. Just see the zoning out for it. I'm first, so I'm able to get it out. And another shimmy up into the UOH. Not ready to block overhead for the down. See back and forth. UltVictory coming over. I was first on that light cardinal passion. Pushing on through. Kept over with it as you see. Blind devotion. Tried to double up on it. As you see, still able to get it. Third time's a try over for UltVictory. Still getting another knockdown. You see, caught out of the movement. Heavy cardinal passion for the wall bounce. Too low into it. As you see, crossover to the other side. This could be what Ult needs of it. -6. Still choosing to press out for Dior. Does it. Respect it out. Afraid of the other repetition. You see, heavy blind devotion. A ton of damage. Plus that 9k health. Means you're going to go down after that hit. See, all of a sudden we're tied up here. And in favor of UltVictory. Too high up to get that light cardinal passion, but we're back into the zoning with the likely in favor. Hold on to it. Bell lift didn't go for the 5 frame. Needs to go off of those light and medium versions. Dior's gonna be able to recover as a result. Light rejected truce. Too close for comfort. Lifeline devotion over on that frame trap. Hide out the Havoc first. As you see, crush it down to the laser. Should be able to lick on through. Hard knockdown with the AU pack follow up. Run up, throw. But we see a safe jump. Yes, we will. But actually getting crushed off of that JM. Heavy line devotion. It's still a good trade damage. A full way over both sides. UltVictory bounce it back over with that 2M. Heavy cardinal passion, push it out through with these 2M. Reset it back with the pack. Delay up. Both of the sides have not been trying to go with the disrespect onto it. And the soulless stomp is going to get crept over with the Havoc laser. Still a bad situation even with that landing, just because of him being ready to pop off first with the laser.
That's some incredible Grand Lou we just saw, and I'm so glad I wasn't on commentary for that because I was laughing like crazy. I was dying of laughter. Laser after laser after laser. But ultimately, UltVictory taking what you could call the ultimate victory in the match. But now having to go up against Celo's Matera once again, who swept their team in the previous round.
Yeah, they're same positions with Merp anchoring. We'll see if Celo's going to be able to kill the full ring, or if UltVictory is going to be able to stop that momentum yet previously on that last set. Safe jump out, caught out trying to press, seals up, another one for your trolls. Link on through, high-low, cross up, gonna allow him to escape the seal status to see, letting the whole thing rock. Hack follow, not ready for the counter hit, maybe not aware of it, but we see answer in favor. Oh, but oh, he's gonna be able to get the punish off of that raw cardinal. 2M for the knockdown, no tech coming over on that soft knockdown as well. As you see, Stylo still going to be able to recover and pushing back in towards the mid-screen. Meter is on deck for UltVictory, though, so might be able to get a chance to punch through a projectile with DF Thor. But we see rejected truce. Stylo is going to be the one dodging it. With that, Stylo still maintaining his mostly decisive play. See if UltVictory's gonna be able to pull a change up around, maybe do a bit more zoning over with the Abacooks. Now there it is, 5U up. What a clash, still in favor of UltVictory with that 5-0, but crept over the wings, but still with the seals. One out, crept over with the 5H. Don't once again reset it back, crossover, still gonna be able to catch it out, and negative on that Stylo. Just a bit too much recovery, crossover to the other side to make sure you get the corner, but no more seals to work out with as he pushed into it. Good chunk of dares with that 5U pack, and all of a sudden, we're from corner to corner, shimmy up, able to bait out the spot dodge OS, but UltVictory not able to catch it out. What an air conversion. Could have optimized it a bit more, but got a tiny bit more damage and keeping up on the corner. Staggered it back over for it. Rejected troops right into the pack. Habakkuk tried to go for the Wild Sid command grab, but missed input. Got the Habakkuk, and off of that, Cello's going to be able to bring him back with that auto combo frame trap. Rapid full rise for the cinematic finish. Heartbreaker for UltVictory, but that is Cello breathing a sigh of relief.
Thank you for the raid, Tommy Turnip. Kagger's in the chat. You're just in time for grand finals here. We've got Shuaboo, UltVictory, and Beesu on the left, and Air Dior, Cello, Merp on the right. Cello coming off of a sweep last time around, managing to take down the player one side team and sending them back to losers, but as he is up again, we'll see if player one team is going to suffer the same fate, now with Shuaboo running the 6 rather than the Uno.
You see, he pulled up the sticker. Playtime is over. Right into CX. Definitely a hater matchup on mine for the Matera players, but still a lot of strength coming into it. And because of that experience with all the commonality with Seahawks, so maybe Stylo's got the game plan. Still has the anti-air ball. Trade onto it. Still in favor of Shuaboo with that knockdown on the empty hand. As we see, Air Gated D is not able to punch through the 3-hit. Air Starry Sky, great fall. Not able to catch the spot dodge. Just a bit outside of range. And not going to be able to get the anti-air. Crouch confirmed. Right into the light snake bite. Gonna get a tiny bit more damage. It's slightly less okay compared to everything. JU, meaty up for the plus frames. Late tech out. Stagger back out. Able to crush out the retaliation from Cello. But they can't do it to him. We're just going to go straight into the Void Claws. Terminus for the down. Let's see. Nice and fast round. She's going to keep it up. As you see, JU still remaining plus over for that crouching hit. -1, but still hard for her to challenge with only the 6-frame button. Flash onto it due to the closed light. You see, she's going to abuse that out. No, plus on the way for the 1H. What a link over into the 2M. Still has it. As you see, empty, Zephyr low. Tick over it. Not able to get the butterfly in time, but still cycling it back. But the second seal frogging out. Good awareness over by Cello. Choosing to go for the strike throws instead of trying to rely on that second seal proc. Tick throw, late tech. Just looking for a cheeky up for a UOH to punish out the fuzzy 2M. As he pushing on through. Seals are procced out. Just in the nick of time. Maybe it was fortunate that he got hit by that 2H. Not falling into the unblockable setup. As we see, another fuzzy 2M, but not able to catch him out. Crouching, so the Great Fall not able to link through. Execution out into the Wolves house. Wasn't expecting it. Caught out trying to move. Crouch confirm over into it. Close heavy. Looking for the plus range. Reset on it. Not trying to trip him up this time. Cello remaining patient on defense. Locked down. Waiting a bit greedy with that Zephyr jump in, but Chuba not ready for it. Is he going to be closer to 4? 5L into the 3001 talents. Great awareness over in a link. And with that raw burst of damage on the SSBA, he's going to be able to take it. Great combo routing. Saw that the snake bite was going to be just a little bit too far to get the quarter link, so went forward with the shadow trace and got the 6-frame link off of it. With that in mind, they are putting themselves now running to win with the Merp on the back as the last player on the anchor. Most definitely going to choose to rock out the Kag for the sequence. Scary stuff, but we'll see if he's going to be able to handle it. And same thing over on Shuaboo's end. Not going to be able to really tag out 5H hand cancels at a far range. The defense is going to be a struggle over on Merp's end as well. We'll see how it goes over for the neutral start. Battle, engage, jump back, jump in, and the air-to-air conversion. What a juggle on through, but maybe a bit of a wrong routing. Should have went for the execution. Still going to be able to get the clean it off of the standard frame check. Full auto combo. Reset it back with the empty hand. Still remain plus on block even with that variant. As you see, Gated Demons go for the strike. Shadow trace back. Jump back too early on the JH. Still getting on lockdown. Spare body. Empty hand. Going to be able to punch through one of them hands. but still in favor of Murph. Air duck to keep it out, and no calculated to go for the air unblockable setup. Demon steps, no win for the new perspective, and Murph wasn't expecting it either. Thought he was gonna go for just another fake projectile, as you see. 2U up, hands crossed over to the other side, synced out with the one man into the tick throw to push him into the second one. Saving out for Alexander to push into it. Andrew is in favor, able to get the link on through, as you see 5H off of the air reset into the Wolf's Howl off of the Archdemon kick. Go up off of the air, gated demons. Murph ready to block it out this time, and another air to air in favor of Shuaboo, putting them on 30 point. We're die over from Murph. We'll see if he's gonna be able to bring it back, as we see. Spare body, cut over, and whip punish over the JH. Not even too much because of the collapse hit. Deterring everybody, as you see. New perspective. Working out for what a bait over on that 2U. Wasn't confident on the hit, but still working out for it with a nice spacing. Plus on block with that spare body. Remain patient over with it. Still able to recover in time off of that JU with it. And the execution. Still too many hits on the active frames on that clash in favor of him. Had to go for a reset and able to get the knockdown off of the heavy gated demons. Not too much of a conversion over in terms of mid-screen, but still working out for it though. Media, Merv, not choosing to go over the reversal, as we see. Shadow trace back, keeping it safe, not trying to go for a cheeky reset with that snake bite. As you see, trapped into the corner. Shuaboo is looking to lay it out for it though. Missed opportunity with the fireball trap, just a bit too late, but we have the man set up, so Shuaboo has to remain doubly careful. Lots of levels on to air spare body. Had to go for the super jump, as you see. No link on through, choosing to save on the SSVA. Maybe everything will come soon, as you see another air to air, but not able to get the link on through. Snake bite, no shadow chase back. Air spare body, choosing to respect it out this time. As you see, Shuaboo remaining super patient with this Thunder Flash parry, able to get it out with it. As you see, a whip punish over to the calculator. This could be it. One more sequence. As you see, Drew block string off of it, just looking for the chip, and felt the need to go for it, but off of that, Drew block string, see, bait, spot dodge on the everything's coming up calculator. Shuaboo and his team is going to be the ones to take it. 3-1 off of the bracket reset.
Yeah, impressive play coming out from Shuaboo as he manages to finish off the tournament with a strong showing over both Merp and Cello here. So that's first place. We have Shuaboo, UltVictory, and Beesu, and then second place is going to be Air Dior, Cello, and Merp. And they are all 6 of those players are going to get a cut of the prize pool in the match arena. Of course, that's a nice fat $456.69 split 6 ways. I have a feeling Beesu's eating lobster tonight. If I had to make a read with shoutouts to Spiral, thank you for joining me for commentary. Shoutouts to Seth earlier for joining as well for a bit. Yeah, thank you all for coming through and participating. You know, I'm no Spooky and this is no NLBC, but you know, it's always exciting to have you guys here, and I hope you all had a great time.
The event can be shared over for me. Didn't get to say too much before we get started, but obviously a big thanks over to Spooky for what he's done and supporting Granblue, and thanks to everybody else who has been holding it down more so recently, with like Pylord bringing back up for a week. Hopefully he'll come back soon. MSN with the Midwest weeklies. Impure is consistently doing over with the Wazdas. Ron and Toddle coming back up with the Skybound Clash. And Cryptic and Chloe holding it down too with the Shining Onslaught on the Valley Weekly. Still able to run it out through despite all of the challenges, and there's a really deep thanks that comes from me as a commentator starting out. A lot of support starting out with Pylord, with Maverick. Corona Classic and WNF were some of my first tourneys starting out, and that's what really allowed me to get up into the forest. So such a big appreciation over to them. I can't forget about anybody else like MSM2 for allowing me to jump in, go wild with it. Coudro for allowing me to jump in for his fatal encounters every so often. More recently, over in the West Coast, Paul and Kraken hosted out in Lenby, get onto the big screen on Festival Fights. Imperius even letting me hop in for exhibition, a couple other Wast attorneys. Maybe more stuff over with Flipped Up and Holy's P2M Thank you guys so much. Ron and Tato. Again, I already mentioned that before, but recently allowed me to hop on. Super cool guys. Same thing with Cryptic and Chloe. They're part of the early patch yet, and more into as a later part. And finally, just to Zom and Dennis for holding it down while we fights, letting me go wild.
Yeah, we're glad to have you, Spiral. And shoutouts to commentating your own match, bringing in even more money for the players here. I guess we're about wrapped up here with WomBmu Night Fights 3 vs 3. Thank you all for coming. If you all are trying to see some more Granblue related content tonight, I'm doing this stream with Ren. We're going to have a translator on. Joshua will be here, and at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be talking about Cagliostro matchups and my opinions on what matchup she wins, what matchup she loses. And I think it'll be interesting because I don't think we've had a whole lot of Japan and English collaboration, so I'm really not sure how things are going to go. So it should be fun, and I'm looking forward to it, and that's in about 3 hours from now, so if you guys are still awake, check that out.
I'll be sure to tune into it.
Otherwise, we got Jam still out here, taking it easy, saying a good night to everyone. For now, anyways. She's super passed out, as you can see. Let's take a look at who's streaming Granblue. Let's give someone a big raid.
Yeah.
We've got
around.
we've got a Boncho running one of his NorCal events, Astral Beatdown. Let's go give him a raid. Check out the tournament here, and
you guys, thank you so much. Let's call on the Maturino. Get the one last minute donation from LUEshi, $6.90, with a thank you to Dennis.
thanks,
Thank you so much for
Dennis.
Dennis.
All right. I hope you all have a good night, and if you stick around for the NorCal tournament, enjoy. See you all later.